We are so coming. We just waiting for you. We just waiting for you. We're gonna have two different aspects. One coming from a woman and one coming from a man. Let's see where this leads us. Waiting for two more people to come in this room. Just two. Just two more people. All right, here we go.
Chronicles, and I have my friend Ty here with me.
Hey guys.
She's gonna do a segment on
Unrealistic expectations for monogamy.
yes, unrealistic expectations for monogamy. Um, so yeah, I feel like a lot of people have been telling me recently that monogamy is like a Western thing, and it's not natural, and how it's so difficult for us because sorry guys, we're actually filming in the car because it's storming outside, so if you hear the thunder and stuff, that's why we had to make do. But anyway, back to the subject. Yeah, so a lot of people have been saying how like it's not normal. The reason why it's so challenging is because it's not really in our nature, and how like polygamy was the original marriage agreement, and it works better because it's like a business thing. No one gets offended. We're not in it all for like territory and love. It's more like business, family, keeping the bloodline strong, making sure that everything runs smoothly. So, what is your take on it, Ty?
Okay, so monogamy, like you said, it's very unnatural. So yeah, monogamy isn't what's best for any of any of the humans. But specifically, it's not good for Black families because, as you see, there's a lot of Black single moms out there raising their kids without their fathers. Their fathers are in jail, plucked off by the police, and stuff like that. It's not really how we were meant to cohabitate and to live. Um, we're supposed to be living in tribes. We're supposed to be sharing resources. We're supposed to be, working as a team to procreate. That's how we were meant to. So that's why there's so many failed relationships, monogamous relationships, because it's just not natural. It's not the way. And so the biggest thing is the biggest thing problem with monogamy is control.
Wow.
So, basically, what marriage is a man getting control of a woman. It's a business deal. It's for trade and combining families together, not for love. And so, a lot of people getting married, getting these monogamous relationships, thinking that they have ownership over the other person, which is not natural. You don't own anyone. You can't even control your kids to
So what do
such
they
a
have to
thing.
do with
And
polygamy?
I was watching a vlog on that, and it talks about how like people think that their spouse or their partner is in their possession, and that's why we get so hurt when we break up. And I'm guilty of that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, no, but he was
They've been
mine.
talking to
And then
Nature
you have to
Boy.
stop and think like he was not
Yeah,
mine. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that's kind of obsessive in
They've
a
been
way.
talking to
It's very
Nature
dangerous.
Boy.
It goes down a really
Oh
dangerous road
yeah.
because if you think about it, two people that are say you want to be monogamous, they get into a monogamous relationship, and you go throughout life to have a partner to spend your life with, to learn and to grow with. But it doesn't mean that just because you get with this person that they no longer are human. You stop thinking of them as being another human. So you're allowed to have your flaws and make mistakes. But as soon as they do it, it's just like, oh, you take it really personal. You take it as like they can mess up, and it's like, oh, so you don't love me.
Right.
You did this to hurt me. And it's when really, reality, they are just as human as you are.
Mhm.
And insecurities and jealousy and all of that is tackled onto it. But it's just a really, it's just a really hard situation, especially when you're not thinking about the real reason you're with a person.
Right.
And basically, we're here to procreate. We're here to have babies, exchange energy, and to keep life going.
Mhm.
And for black families, like I was saying, black families, we are the dominant race. So that's why they have so many restraints on us and what we're allowed to do because of that reason. They don't want the rest of, the races to go extinct or whatever.
Right.
But
Oh,
yeah, so
child, please.
polygamy was the original. It was the original what,
Form of
form of relationship.
yeah.
When?
Um, and it works.
When
It
was
really
this?
works. If you can let go
How you
of
know it
all the
worked?
brainwashed societal pressures that
How you know it
you
worked?
are you are grown up with,
Who said it worked?
I saw
it could work.
something the other day. I don't know if you posted this or if someone else had posted this, but it said the reason why we're afraid of polygamy is because we've been taught to like be insecure in monogamy. Was that
Mhm.
you who posted that?
No, but
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, someone else posted that, and it was saying basically like we're afraid of polygamous relationships because monogamy has made us so insecure. And I can agree to that to a certain extent because one thing I noticed about myself, I'm very confident and I'm
Mhm.
very sure of myself when I'm single.
Yeah.
But when I'm in a
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
I all of a sudden have like all these wild thoughts that run through my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what if he's doing this or what if this is going on? And I like make myself go crazy. Now the issue also behind that is that I've been cheated on multiple
Mhm.
times. So it's like, okay, I'm starting this new
Hey, Chris,
relationship.
Chris.
Granted, I've healed.
Mhm.
Granted, I've taken years or a year off
Mhm.
to really like get my mind in the right place, but every time
Mhm.
I manage to become insecure in a relationship.
Yeah, and I think that's because your partner, when you're with someone, they see the truest form of yourself.
Mhm.
So the things that you may not like about yourself, they
Mhm.
see it. And for everybody else, you can push away. That you don't have to show them that side. But someone that's around you all the time, they see all of your flaws. So you're
Right.
like, I don't like this about myself. You can't like it about me,
Mhm.
which means I'm not perfect. And people
Right.
think they have to be perfect in order to be loved or in
Mhm.
order to stay with someone. And
Right.
that's not necessarily the case. Also, um, insecurities come from being with a partner is everyone makes it seem like cheating is the worst thing that someone can do.
But it is.
I feel like it's okay. So it's cheating is bad because of the mistrust.
Mhm.
You trusted them to be honest with you and they lied to you.
Mhm.
you know how can you believe that you know they won't do it again?
Right.
you know but if you think about it, it's literally just the sex that you're upset. Like if you take out the
No,
fact
it's
that
the
they had
lies
sex
and
with somebody
everything
else,
else.
say they were emotionally uh attached to someone else, you know
That's
so
bad.
that
Like
yeah, that's bad. That's bad because you don't want them to be closer to someone else than they are with you.
mhm.
But like we have to share our mate with the world. You know what I mean? We have to share them with our families, their families,
Co-workers,
coworkers,
friends.
everyone. So if they're
That's a
not having
lie.
sex with another person, or
Hey,
they just
boss
have an
lady.
emotional relationship, which they should be allowed to do, in my opinion. This is my opinion.
An emotional relationship like what?
As in, okay, this is one of the
Hey,
unrealistic
Dwayne.
expectations for
How you
monogamy is that
doing?
a lot of women don't like their
Dwayne.
men to have friends, female friends. They don't want them to go hang out with them or talk on the phone with them or get advice. them
How you
calling and all of that
doing?
weird stuff. And I just think I don't understand it. I never understood it because it's like this their friend is another human. We're surrounded by humans. And who's to say that this person couldn't add something to your partner's life or seen something in your partner that you didn't see or you didn't pick up on?
Mm.
And it's like that's they're helping, they're helping your mate. And I'm not saying, they're having an emotional connection where they're saying, how giving all these feelings, telling them like I miss you, and I just
Nothing
can't
that's
wait to see,
inappropriate.
like, not intimacy. There's a difference from emotional and intimacy. So I feel like emotional connection with another person that's not your partner is okay. It should be, because energy. What's the difference from energy? And emotion.
I agree, because I feel like if you don't, I've always said that if you don't let your
Hey,
partner
Queen.
be
Hey,
free and be
You feel
them,
trapped.
yeah, and
who's
then
this
that's when they're
girl?
really gonna start
I don't know.
wilding out. But in
Who's
my
an emotion?
experience, I do that and they take advantage of it, right? So I don't go through phones. I'm not like popping up on you. You can have female friends as long as I feel that that's actually your friend and it's not like an ex or something wild.
And see, I used to be like that. I used to be like, I've had to like sit myself down and was like, you know what? Because you get depressed. Depression is like really real. You get depressed when you feel as though you're losing control. And so it's just like, why do I need to have that control? Why do I need to know what he's doing, where he's at all the time? The way I feel now, if I don't know where he's at or I haven't heard from him within a certain amount of time, I'm wondering if he's still alive. He's a black man. He already has a strike against him being a black man. So, and
So
that's
you're
my
more
biggest
worried
fear.
about
They've been
Safety
talking to Nature Nut.
versus if he's cheating.
Well, she been talking to Nature Nut.
And because he's human, and he doesn't have a free card to go cheat on me, but he's allowed to have space. He's allowed to be free. At the same time, we're not in a monogamous relationship. We don't believe in that title just because it's human made. It feels forced. It feels really forced. So it's just like,
How
it's
is
not
it human made?
necessarily an open relationship either. It's more so we're together, we're going through life together, we have a family.
How is it human made? First of all, Alien Blood, what's up? What's up? If you want to come up, come on up. First of all, everything is human made. But even if one wife and one husband was human made, and if you go back to the Bible and he only made Adam and Eve, he didn't say, "Oh, Adam, you know what? You're the only man here. Let me get you a bunch of wives to make life better for you." He said, "No, you and Eve gonna work this out. Just y'all two. When y'all have kids, that's gonna be all the help you need. Bye." Bye.
So she feel like it's okay for her man to have other women?
She believe in monogamy. I mean, she believe in polygamy. The other one doesn't. The one with the afro, she doesn't.
Oh, I can tell by her face, her whole expression, her physical whole being is saying, "What is wrong with you?"
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm trying to get um Alien Blood up here because I know
But
he's
morally, do how many think it's okay to live like that morally?
well. I believe if God started out as one and one, you can't get no more moral than that.
Right.
If he didn't think the two, even though I believe there were more humans rather than Adam and Eve, I believe it was more humans. It was not just Adam as the only man there, because their children married who? It had to be somebody else there for their sons to get married. Now, regardless of the situation, God knew that two people could do it. He knew that one man and one woman can get it all done. We always quote the book, but we don't never say, well, damn, what was God thinking when he said one woman, one man?
Because he wanted this one woman and one man to make civilization the way he wanted it to be, or the way he seen that it should be.
And then people sit up there and then they whine about, oh, this is for global crowding. So this is why. And then people go, well, this is so polygamy, so you can make like you could be your own king, have your own, your own little
Yeah,
world.
your own country and all this.
But
Yeah,
as we see, none of that. We in 2021. Unless you are rich, polygamy does it doesn't. It helps you get over the way we always been getting over. It helps you get over the way we've been getting over. Because at the end of the day, that man, the same way these men I have in the Bible, it was more verses on. It was more it is verses on polygamy. And I'm glad you said that, Alien Blood. I really wish you could step your ass up here. I hate reading when I'm talking to people. But I did my research. Monogamy cannot be new if God started out with Adam and Eve. Monogamy will be first, polygamy will be second. There is no talk of polygamy before Adam and Eve. Even though there's no talk of other men and women, there are other men and women. But there is no talk of polygamy before Adam and Eve. Hey, Miss Molly, there is none. If y'all find it, if y'all find where's polygamy before Adam and Eve, and this is before we was even really populated. And he said one woman and one man can get the job done. Y'all said no, we need an army, so we're gonna have all these bunch of kids. So who populated the world? Even till today, all these men having all these kids was what? Adam and Eve is just a concept showing you man and woman that it's nothing to do with monogamy. Oh no, it's not showing us the concept. I wasn't talking about Adam and Eve in particular. I'm talking about God Himself. God Himself said, one man and one woman can get together and form a destiny or form a dynasty. He didn't say, Adam, you need a bunch of women. They all need to listen to you. They all need to follow behind you and just love you.
and they all need to think the way you think and do everything that you think.
He said, men, this is what you're going to do. And women, this is what you're going to do. God gave you assignments already.
Now, just because you decide that you want to change and you want to do something else, that's your way that's that fork road that you choose to go.
Monogamy is a form of diet relationship in which an individual has one partner during their lifetime. If monogamy, if monogamy was so not the goal, it's just my opinion. If monogamy was so not the goal, why did women back in the days had to learn how to be sister wives? I'm talking about from the beginning. If this is the way it was supposed to be done, and this is the way that it was done, why did you have to learn how to be a sister wife? Why did you have to accept being a sister wife? Why was there problems with sister wives and too many different women? God knew that when he sent Adam out there by himself. Like, listen, too many women are gonna be problems. You're gonna have too many problems. You're gonna have too many mouths to feed, which happens today. And we're not even practicing monogamy. Can you imagine, boss lady? They got a man that got like, let's say he got like four baby mothers,
Hmm.
right? And he's practicing monogamy, right? Now, if you got baby mamas crying now what their kids don't get, can you imagine monogamy? And can you imagine if we married and if your child constantly needs stuff, I'm the second wife, I have to get it? I I don't know who done lied to you guys, but shit. I ain't gonna keep taking my kid money to put for your kid because we married and that's their sibling and all this other bull crap.
So
Okay,
you saying getting married after the wives or what? I'm
I'm saying it's too much,
yeah.
but they try to make it sound like it's not. It's like if a man have multiple kids now, he could barely take care of the multiple kids he have now. So even though if he's believing in poly or molly, it doesn't matter. They're all still his kids. Hey,
Good afternoon,
Dwayne.
you ladies.
Let me see that smile. I don't see it.
Boss lady,
Wait, we waiting
Yes.
for our
sugar
smell
love.
first.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Can you ladies hear me? Can you hear me today?
We hear you good.
Yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
great.
I just wanted to express my opinions. Based on my shortcomings and stuff, so I can put my intake on it. I had one of the guys. We had a conversation. It can't come to you right now, but we had a conversation about what we were talking about yesterday. One of the guys I interacted with, but it's it's hard to have my thing is about having a monogamous relationship when you build a deep understanding with that individual based on my intake of my relationships. And my thing is I've been so consistent, but if the other person is defective, they can't appreciate that because they've been in different kind of relationships and not knowing how to have a relationship. You didn't have a relationship with your father, so how do you know what's a good, healthy relationship? And no, this is what it was. I had a guy. We talked yesterday about fathers, and I didn't I didn't know my father because my mother was born in 1940, and when she was from the South, and how she was treated, and how the man was portrayed, and his understanding and how he was raised and stuff. So he was really violent, but I'm glad I didn't have it. If he wanted to be productive in my life as that kind of man need to be, I'm glad I didn't have a relationship because I had a stepfather. He was good to us, man. And I did some work around this house where I stay at, this apartment, and I did some construction work in the house and stuff. And the guy didn't know I had the kind of skills, but I wanted to tell him I had a good, decent stepfather. He knew how to put motors in the cars and everything. And I love what he exhibited and showed me as manhood. What we lack is black men. We don't have that. And I do a lot of multitude of different things. What I know how to do. He just thought I know how to do this pencil work and accounting work. He didn't know I had them kind of skills. But um, like I said, I never met my biological father because he was so abusive to my mom. But I'm glad I didn't because I would have been a product of who he was. You know what I'm saying? And I just love who I become as a man. But the thing is, is we still gonna get that stereotype because who I am as a black man, man. And I can be portrayed and conduct myself all the time when something happened. I'm still gonna be that black man because of what's in society and what's going on in society as a whole. And I hate that, but you got to stay on your truth and what it is. But back to the thing about monogamous relationship, I never seen my mom with a whole bunch of variety of different men, and I always saw how she conducted herself despite how she conducted herself because of what she experienced dealing with the African American man, what he had been through. See, the thing is, you got to understand the origins of where we come from, how we was treated as a whole. We weren't meant to be in certain roles. We were meant to be like in the fields and them kind of jobs like that. And if you don't have a man to teach you how to be a man, how do you become a man? And then, and the way society is structured, and what they do is, like I say, for instance, like Snoop Dogg, they pushing their agenda. Snoop Dogg out there promoting this marijuana and this different narrative about what they want. See, because them rich billionaires, they don't interact with us. They got they don't even, you don't even see them, not see on TV. So all they trying to do is promote and make money. You know what I'm saying? We the minorities in society out here interact with each other. And then and it's what you see, you know what I'm saying? And if you talk wrong, your life gonna be wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at what it is because I've been around a whole bunch of guys that know how to conduct themselves. They have beautiful, like I said, I don't want to be redundant, but I'm just speaking. I know women have uh, uh, good title jobs and careers and beautiful homes, but they was the most of the breadwinners, and the guys was less than. But my whole objective is, man, it's hard. You know, I got lost in my thoughts, but it's so much. I can't really express it what it is, but it was heavy on my heart because you know, I float around and I see certain topics that Sugar Love puts, and I'll, you know, interject and comment out, you know, and I donate to her channel because, man, I love my sister. I love seeing you guys, you know,
Aw,
do this
thank
thing
you.
out there, you know, and like I said, man, and you know, I over the years, man, I gave away a whole bunch of money, man. I hate where I'm at, but you know, I'm not where I want to be, but you know, I have a saying, um, I'm not where I want, but I'm right on time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm where I need to be at the present time. I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I get in the word and try to understand and get my things lined up because I always have good character about myself. But the understanding is what I lack. You know, in my finances, I know how to, in my book work and stuff like that. But that's who I am. That's what I do. That's not who I am. You see what I'm saying? When you make a living, but how you interact with that woman, you know, and it's because the man, power corrupts. If you know, power exposes what you lack in, because if you got the money and don't treat people right, it's all irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that way, man. I've always conduct myself in a certain way, and you know, and treat people a certain way. And what you see how I conduct myself, Sugar Love, all that's who I am all the time.
Okay,
I've been
so
that way all
Dwayne,
my
so do
life, you
you
know.
think
And it
when
just
it
got
comes
that
to
way.
the Dwayne, when it comes to Adam and Eve, how do you feel about God saying that a woman and a man should be able to uh
Well, you
populate the
know,
world?
like I said, you know, I when I'm by myself, I'm into the word and trying to line up with the thinking and because I lacked in that area myself, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is about having a monogamous relationship, man. It's the greatest thing, man. If you could commit yourself to that one woman and y'all understanding one another, you can appreciate love, because once it's hard to get it. See, my thing is, I had different relationships. I spent a whole bunch of X amount of dollars, but the woman was recipient of that because of what she experienced. And I had one young lady told me, she said, "Wayne, you know, I love how you treat me and my daughter and stuff, but I got so much going on." She didn't tell me what's going on, but she, and directly she did. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't paying attention. I just had an idea how I wanted, what I was wanting, what I was getting out the situation. It wasn't sexually, but I had a fantasy about the type of woman that I want, and she was that woman. And so the thing is, she had all this other stuff that she brought to what her past experience. See, that's what I'm saying. She lacked a father growing up. So whatever she got in the world, you be in the world, but not of the world, the system. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was just like what she brought: deceit, lying, betrayal. But you want me to, you know, you know, give this money for your daughter's school and pay these car note, help with this stuff and stuff, but you're not faithful to me. No, no, you can't do that with me. You know, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I just cut off. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm just gonna leave you alone. I hurt you more that's not being in your life because how I conduct myself. Now go get someone that lines up who I am. not disrespectful, not degrading you, and just being that man. But then when you out that equation and they see that, then they understand the value of what you brought to them. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I had a young lady that I was involved with, and the thing why I was younger than get one of my age because of what I lacked, my insecurities. You know what I'm saying? I because of my experience growing up with my mom, what I didn't have. So I gravitated to her, but a couple of years later, 7 8 years, she come back and she got it. Yeah, but I'm on a different page now. I'm on a different. I've grown and evolved since that time. I'm not gonna. If you didn't correct your behavior and went to get some therapy, some help, who else are you gonna be? You still gonna be that same person I left 7 8 years ago because you can't address your own issues. You know what I'm saying? Unless you go get some understanding and some new opinions and ideas about yourself, who you are and what you experience to help you understand what you've been through and where you are. And I've done that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, at 55, man, like I said, my shortcomings, I'm very transparent and open because if I can speak how I feel to help another black man understanding what his shortcoming, what he going through, to line up to the same words that I'm speaking to you on your platform, Sugar Love. That's the reason why when I'm here and you allow me on your platform, when I have money, which the next couple of days or so, a week or so, I'm gonna help out, and because you show me love and I show you love. That's what love's all about: respect. How we treat each other is how we love each other. If we not treat each other like we supposed to each other, it's not love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And you got to get that in your heart, understanding your fellow man. That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for nobody else. This is where I'm at. You know. But like I said, I love when I come here and I feel the love. I can get here and talk Hollywood Boss Lady and Sugar Love. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell myself short. I said I have, because I'd rather be by myself than my contributions to someone else better in their life. And I'm putting in all the work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm selling myself short. I can't allocate my money to you and then you doing something else with it. This is like it's just like when I listen to Omar, like on his the guy Umar Johnson, and I listen about the wealth. When a black man marries a white woman, when that black man dies, where that money goes to? It don't go back to the black community anymore. It goes to the white community. It's nothing personal. It's just life, just reality of the dynamics of the financial situation, the way it's structured, right? I mean, I'm not a racist. I have a lot of white friends, but like I say though, if I married a white woman and if something that happened to me, if she white, she might, but 9 out of 10 she's gonna patronize the money going back to the cycle in the white, population of what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get that understanding that it's just the way it is. Like some of the guys I know been to prison. He said, man, when you go to prison, it's a race thing. When things jump off, it's the blacks on this side and whites on this side, Mexican. You can't choose. You don't have choice to sue. I mean, it's just the way it is, right? I'm just speaking, but about that's what I'm saying. As far as monogamous
Alien blood,
relationship,
come up here and talk.
I mean, I didn't mean to take all the time, but I had epiphany and it was just like, man, it's just like, it's the greatest thing. If we have a monogamous relationship, I'll devote all my time and energy to something and I'm getting what I want out of that relationship and it forms and become, man. And for me, I said, man, get that kind of relationship. How would I want to think about cheating on someone that I cultivate this relationship? She loved my personality. She loved my character. Now, if temptation comes, why? Because I finally achieved what I would my desires to what I have and that I've been looking for all my life, and I have it. So why compromise that? Why take a chance on losing something that was so dear to me and I adored that I finally able to attain, And then I have kids with them that I can pass that same characteristics to my children and stuff, and we can have an excellent unit. And we can build on that. See, that's what we lack in who we are. Because I just looked
So
on
what do
this
you feel?
internet
Well, how do
to
you
see what
feel
it is.
about guys who feel like they should have more than
Oh no,
one woman or
how that
more
gonna
than
work,
one
man?
wife?
It don't. It don't. Well, then, if the guy can do that, how come the woman can't do that then? We can't have no double standards. We can't have a damn. If the man conduct himself a certain way, and that's what we lack in society. That's why the world the way it is, because there ain't enough men in the world, being committed. You know what I'm saying? So when he get tired of this woman, kick her to the curb, he go get him another one. Come on, man. Be committed to that lady. Love that woman, man. Like I said, I'm by myself, man. I don't want to be by myself. But my physical, my finances, what's going on with me, I can get somebody up over here for what? For what? I had that already. I'm not disappointed.
No, no, no,
It
no,
was a
no, no.
lesson
You
in
can be
itself.
happy.
But
Ain't nothing wrong with you wanting to be happy now.
huh?
There's nothing wrong with you wanting to be happy and wanting to be
Oh
with
yeah.
somebody. And
I like I
you
told you
don't
though.
have to. I
That's
mean, it's like you can still meet somebody, and you might just be fine. You might find the lady of your dreams.
yeah. But I'm just saying. I'm just. We all different individuals and where we are and what we, you know. But I'm just saying for my per se. You know what I'm saying? No, no. Like I said, man, I work with people and other people make an assumption. No, I love me more than what's your name. I'd rather be deal with myself than what's your name because I don't have time to be dealing with people and they BS, man. Come on, man. We grown. See, if you're gonna conduct yourself, you say you're grown, act grown. Don't be in and out. You either are or you're not. Stay in your lane. If you're gonna be act like a child, you get treated that way. You want to be like an adult, conduct yourself as an adult. Have some character, some morals and values and stuff that constitute what adult is. You know what I'm saying? You make right decisions. You keep making, come on, you can't be 1 minute you conduct yourself as an adult and the next minute you want to act childish. You want to step out and do this, and then you want people to respect you. You want your woman to respect you. No, don't work like that way. You got, you attract what you get. You act like, for say, if you acting like a certain way, you get what you get coming. So, when I was immature and conduct myself and I had X amount of dollars and stuff, I wasn't disrespectful, but, you know, I just, it's life, man. That's all I can say. It's just life, man. You got to step up, and be accountable.
Um, Alien Blood say people don't respect a woman with multiple men.
Yeah, come on. If you know what, Alien,
The whole
we
situation is a joke.
so
That's
so
a
it's a
lie.
double standard. So it's a double standard then. So men can have multiple women, but women can't have multiple men if that's what it takes for society to make it. If that's what y'all saying.
Now I was just reading his comments.
I know. I told him to come up here. I want him to come talk
You
up
gonna
here.
come scared? I heard you.
Yeah, well, like I said though, it's you can't have double standards. You know what I'm saying? If you're a man, you know what I'm saying. You got to conduct yourself a man. That's what That's why you're supposed to be the head. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't the head, you're the tail. Then, you know what I'm saying?
But
Don't
see,
be.
what people don't realize, and I try to tell them they read the book, but they don't read the book.
They
It's
read
like,
the title, but they don't read the book.
but they don't read the book. All right, now I tell people all the time, you have to raise your kids a certain way that they will serve you when you get older. People like, no, you got to get married and your wife come first. I said, no, your wife do not come first. I'm so sick of this argument. It's crazy. But it's not my argument. It's the Bible's argument. One is a scripture. One is a commandment.
Yeah.
I shall honor thy mother. Your day shall
Mhm.
be
Mhm.
longer. That's a commandment. The other one is just scripture telling you, because the whole entire book tells you how to live your life. He's just telling you how a man and woman is supposed to live. But if you're not the head of the household and the woman is, it's not sending you to hell. It's not a commandment. If a woman is not acting orderly, it's not sending her to hell. Now, if she wear pants, that might send her to hell. That might send her to hell. No, but what I'm saying is that because God know you only get one parent. He know women and men come and go. He know you only get one parent, and he knows that They are every day they're aging. Who's going to take care of them? That's why he specifically made that a commandment. So you got a certain amount of time to go out there and do your life, but you better get back and check on mama. Okay, Molly, you like plenty of men. What?
But like Sugar Love, like interpretation. If
Wait,
you're
take
reading
that
on,
back. Take that back, alien blood. Molly don't like no multiple men that have multiple. Stop it. You take that back. Go ahead, Dwayne. I'm sorry.
no. Like I said, it's the interpretation when you read the Bible. If you don't comprehend, you can't understand. If you don't understand what you read and take it in your spirit, it's all irrelevant. You won't get it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't understand about honoring and stuff, that's the whole thing. You reading words, but you read into the words, but you gotta
Well,
understand what you're reading
the
to
whole
apply it.
Bible entirely is about honoring, like honoring the laws, the
Yeah,
statutes, commandments, honoring God, honoring your friend, honoring your
Get in
children.
the closet, alien blood. You're in the closet right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we get it, but
So that's why we have no honor in this world
just
because we
like they said, no honor among thieves. You know what I'm saying?
right. That's why we don't have
Yeah,
no
right
honor
there.
in this world because we don't know what that Bible just representing honor, how to eat, drink, and be more happy. God is saying, I'm gonna keep you out of bullshit. The main thing that everybody cry for every day. You don't have to believe in the Bible. That's your business. But the Bible does tell you how to stay out of a lot of stuff
Yeah,
that you cry for every day. Everything that you whine, look at everybody's Facebook channel. Everybody whining. The answer is in the Bible. Whatever people put, it's in the Bible. And certain commandments is better for you. You might not agree with it, but it's better for you. Now, far as monogamy, like I said, show me where there's monogamy before Adam and Eve. And then far as polygamy, you will have to show me where you lived through it. I don't I don't want to hear about what you read. I don't want to hear about statistics. I want to see where you lived through polygamy. As in your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle. Somebody close in your family is poly or you are poly. See, that's where y'all men mess up. See, that's where you messed up at, Ellen. You said, no, Molly, I'm not calling you fast women. I'm talking about all women preferences. You messed up again. You messed up again, Ellen.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, yeah. You in the closet. You in the
You gotta
closet.
fix
Bye.
that again. You gotta fix that.
Bye, alien.
Ellen gotta fix that again. He ain't calling her fast, but all of us, right? Well, hold up. Let me get my glasses on. Maybe I'm reading wrong. Maybe I did read it wrong. Alright.
yeah. When I sometimes like this, I what you call trolling, or sometimes I just listen to the conversations and stuff, and I hear that young blood, alien blood, he has a very good understanding, and I like how he expresses himself I think he's a pretty young guy, you know what I'm saying, and I think he's a really solid, and his opinions and then how you always ask him up, because he's very astute under his understanding. See, and a lot of young guys, they don't get it, Like we was on the subject one time a couple of months ago when you had the platform when you was asking me about Cynthia G, and a young guy asked about uh, Wayne, why do you look at Cynthia G's content? And I'll explain myself, and he was from somewhere in Ohio, some little country town or something, but that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? My thing is to gather information so I can make an assessment on each individual, how they're expressing themselves on their platform. And like I said, she has some pretty nice topics and stuff and expressing herself. She called us the black guys derelicts and black, but the thing is, they haven't been taught right. See, and that's what you look at. See, and if it works, If it's working for you and it's not broke, you're gonna keep doing it. You see what I'm saying? And then the women accept that behavior because they don't know no different. And then this is what we become. You know what I'm saying? And it manifests. It starts out something minute, and then all of a sudden it's just like a roaring fire. You know what I'm saying? And then all the brothers are doing it because it worked. You know what I'm saying? And now we under scrutiny about this what we have become. You know what I'm saying? And nobody correcting behavior. Now we all these narratives because of we haven't been taught right. You know, and I look and I just like, you know, and you get sucked in it because you know, because the color of you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be judged just not because of one person and it's a whole multitude of them doing it. Oh, you just, you know, you black too, so you fit in that category because of the color of your skin. And Martin Luther King said, "Don't judge me by the color of my skin. Judge me by the character of my character." You know what I'm saying? And hey man, you know what I'm saying? It like we just discussed about understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you like we talking about monogamy and so forth. But you know, people don't. If you have an understanding, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can talk till you turn blue. You know, and that's how I view things. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I enjoyed coming up to Sugar Love platform and she let me up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well thank you, Dwayne. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and hear
Oh,
your
thank you, boss lady. I love my sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can express when I say that I meant that from my heart because how you guys interact with me and how you guys project what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's not about possession; it's about appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
man, and it feels good. Like I said, you don't often I just float by, but like I said, when I land here, man, I feel good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It just makes me feel good, and that's what a
Well,
man likes.
we
If he's a
always
real
love
solid man in
seeing you
his
pop
character
up.
stuff,
We
and
love seeing you
that's what the
pop up.
balance is all about. It's what it's about. Having balance in your life. You go home to a woman that you respect and you're treating her right, and then it feels good, and you can go back out in the world and deal with the people that lack in understanding. You know, and they radiate to you, and you can express your opinions where we are right now, how you view things. And then when you're sincere about how you express yourself, people gravitate to you because you know the words mean so much, and you're sincere with what you say. You know, you don't be perpetrating like majority of people do. People get on there, they script and they're trying to get their money. They're not real who they say they are. All they're trying to do is get their money, you know, to live you know, ungodly lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Right.
don't make no sense. If you got $2 billion, what difference $4 billion? You can't do no more than with that $2 billion. You know. But if you're going to be a productive individual helping society as a whole, man, you don't need all that kind of money. You can go in the community. My thing is just like these athletes and stuff that be on them, man, go in the communities. Be in the presence. Let the little kids see you on a regular basis. And that's showing you that you care, not just financially. See, I have friends that got, you know, corporate, I mean, real money. And but you know, but they need you. They don't need your money. They need to see you and physically see you to show you, to feel you, to understand you, to get your spirit in you, not your financially.
That's one thing I appreciate about Kevin Johnson. He really
Just like
shows
I looked the other
himself.
day, I looked at Regina King, man, and her son committed suicide on the
Oh,
21st of the,
that was so sad.
yeah. I saw that. I said, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Like, these people are out here supposed to be a public figure and all this, and it's stuff going on in their own household that they didn't even,
Exactly.
I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure that this didn't just pop up. This is something that had to be ongoing.
The brokenness.
That, she
You know, like
missed
would you
it.
lie,
She
man?
missed it.
You know, everything that look good ain't good though, baby. You
Exactly.
know?
She missed the whole her son's life. So something happened there to where it
Yeah,
was
but
a
you know, I,
disconnect.
I, you know, she had issues with her father. Then I was looking where she had issues with Jamal, the one that's on the Huxtables. He
Yep.
called on her Valentine's Day. I just look at, you know, all this stuff leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you live your life on this platform, your life is an open book. And then the social media, and when people come at you, it depends
You
on
know what?
every
Another
day.
thing I want to know, I want to express is that people need to start raising their kids to let their kids know that they're not responsible for their adult parents, like what they do. Like if I do something, don't feel responsible for what I did or how I lived my life. You just go on to live your life in a better way and as positive as I have taught you. But a lot of kids, they feel like, oh, my mom was a this or my dad was a that. That makes me, I ain't this. Oh, people looking at me this way. You can't look at it like that. You got to go home for
It's
your
hard though.
self.
It
Yeah,
depends on boss lady. Depend on the level of what you interact with. Like I said, I never met my biological father. I heard of him, and
yeah,
I asked my mom about him, and stuff like that, and she just tell me, "Oh, he's in Mississippi." But she didn't ever have nothing good to say about him though. But it's okay. But like I said, I wish I would have met him.
You
When
yeah,
I
know
finally had
what,
the
Dwayne?
but boss lady, but the thing was when I had the opportunity but I wish I was able to just to see him. But
yeah.
for him to be a part, how he conduct himself as a man and stuff, I understood because how his relationship with his father was real rocky and it wasn't good. So he got all his characteristics from his father. You know what I'm saying? But I know this just from the origins of where they come from. This is where that's why they were. The way they become. But the thing is, for myself, I you have to keep evolving, keep educating yourself, and
Yeah.
and become better. You know what I'm saying? And that's all what the characters and the morals come from. Then you associate with it, and you try to get quality people and understanding, and don't waver. You know what I'm saying? Don't compromise yourself from your values. You know what I'm saying? Values are who you are. You know what I'm saying? What do you value?
Values and boundaries.
Yeah, you know. And man, like I said, I don't compromise myself.
But if you
Like I said,
don't
I'm
have,
always
I'm
gonna make
really,
some more
I'm,
money.
I'm really interested to hear some more of this. What she got to say, Sugar Love, the video that we was watching.
oh, okay, yeah, but as you see, one is trying to convince the other. Oh, now you're
Okay,
back.
yeah, you out the closet? Uh-huh. Yeah, 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 you out the closet. I'm not playing with you, alien. Now, you better act like you got some sense. You know better. You don't just come over here talking disrespectful to people just because you got a tongue.
You got fingers.
Like, and that's what
Oh
we
yeah,
don't.
a tongue. I said a tongue.
And I just feel like, you know, freedom is very important in a relationship.
So did you develop this mindset once you were in it and you were
See, if
like,
this was
whoa, monogamy
natural,
isn't gonna work now that I'm
then it would
here?
be
Or
speaked
was this
upon
like,
as
no,
is
before
natural.
we got together, before I decided to have children, I knew I did not want to be in a monogamous relationship?
Well, before it's been like what 6 years before we got into that relationship, I was already on the verge of like, oh, I'm not feeling this control. Like I don't like anyone having that much control over me. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Has nothing to do with sex, doesn't have nothing to do with mistrust, doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just like you belong to me. Ownership is, and that's why I started stepping away from marriage. It's just like I don't, you know what, we belong to each other. But soon as you get married, legally you belong to the man.
Mm.
And I am all with being submissive and all of that. Man is the head of the household. I believe in all of that. But at the same time, I just wasn't with the
Just like the word submissive, right? Submissive is in the Bible. God also tell wives to be submissive to their husband, but that's
Hmm.
also not a commandment. You're not being submissive to your husband is not sending you to hell. God said, "These are my laws, statutes, and commandments." That's not one of them. That is not one of them. Now, do you love and respect your mate at all times? At all times. See, people get so much confused with submission, they take out the word love and
And
respect.
they took out the word honor. They just took the word honor right on out.
They took out the word honor, love and respect to everything that's submissive, 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 submissive. No, you don't get what you want in life. And if you get a submissive woman that you didn't work for and you didn't
There
earn
you
it,
go. Gotta earn it.
you gotta
Everything needs to
earn
be
it.
earned.
When men want it, just like female, they didn't earn that man putting that money in their pocket. You didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Like I'm thankful for when people give me something, but that's because they say they got something out of me. It's not like here, because I don't just accept nothing just to accept it. It have to be like a fair exchange. You must like something. It has to be. That's just how I'm made, right? Because I like to earn. Because it feels better to me when I got something and I say, hey, I did good, so this person gave me that. That's have always been me. Me and entitlement don't go together. I don't even understand entitlement people. But once you say the word submissive, it's like now you putting yourself as a man as being entitled. But you want to talk about women being entitled, but you want her to submit to you. If that's not entitlement, I don't know what to tell you. She's supposed to smile. She's supposed to cook. You're supposed to do this. She's supposed to do that. Nobody's supposed to do anything for anybody. So why would they say self-preservation? Self-preservation, that might as well throw that word out the window if women is supposed to do everything. So self-preservation works for men, and guess what? It works for women too. So there's no possible way a woman cannot be independent. Everybody's independent. That's why it's one baby that come out. I don't care if a woman is having twins or not. One baby is coming out at a time. Just one. You come through that hole by yourself, or you come out the stomach, depending on if you get a C-section by yourself. You don't experience that being pulled out with nobody but yourself. So, like I said, you could be polygamy, you could be monogamy, but we're gonna finish exploring that. Don't go nowhere. We right here.
The control thing. So when we got together, I was trying to figure out what I actually believe. And like I said, I was with the whole, okay, I need to know where you're at, I need to know this. But then I started depressing myself because you're always worrying. Like, why am I sitting here worried that you told me you were here, but I think you're somewhere else? Like, why am I worrying myself like that?
Crazy.
It's just like, and if you are there, you're doing what you're doing, you're getting a haircut, I should be like, okay, cool.
So why not tell the truth?
What he's gonna do after he gets the haircut? It's like, that's like, you're gonna drive yourself crazy.
No, I'm not gonna drive myself crazy if I know whatever he say is true. Then guess what? Once you know what a man say is true, you be amazed how the questions get less, less, and less. Because a woman now is going to wait for you to say, hey, I'm here, I'm there. Being that your word is proven to be true, I don't have to ask you anything. Because just the point of the honor and respect, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going here. Me and the girls are going there. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. That's respect. So you supposed to, it's not about I'm worrying too much, worrying about, no, you supposed to know where he's at. You're supposed to know where your man is at. You're supposed to know where your woman is at. And I can see if you don't know sometimes things come up. They probably had to drive a different way. It happens. But it shouldn't be too many of that. Well, he said he was going there. But then he turned around and went there. See, that's entitlement again. That's entitlement. That's lying. And because you're the man, you get to think that it's okay.
Yeah, she got to figure out where he at and what he doing, and she got to figure out why when he's the one not telling the truth or not calling her and telling her, hey, I changed my schedule, whatever.
Right. I changed my mind, or me and the boys linked up. We're going to someplace else instead of here. I'll be home later than what I expected. That's a little
I'm
bit better.
telling you, because I had a man, he would call me and tell me, hey, me and my friends, we over here at the titty bar. Um, I'm leaving at such time. I'll be there at such time. Okay, cool. I liked that. I appreciated that he called me and told me they was at the titty bar. You know, I can't get mad.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, I guess.
I'm a grown man. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Thanks for
Mm-hmm.
telling me.
Mm-hmm.
That amount of pressure on you.
So, what do you think about America as a whole or the world as a whole? I know right now the divorce rates are like through the roof, and I'm continuing to see so many young people get married, feel like this is the way to go. And I've spoken to a few divorced people and they're still young. They're like 30 and under, and they're like, it's just not realistic. It
That's what
wasn't
she
what I
said,
expected. Yeah,
and I
pressure. I've had
agree,
a lot of guys say
Alien.
like, "Oh, well, we were together since college, so I thought it was right." Or we were together since high school and we had a kid and her mom was saying this. So my thing is, do you feel like, because so many people are
Girl, why you in the
distressed,
car?
right?
That
You have
rain
so many
coming,
people trying
popping
to
all
paint
in
this
there.
wonderful picture on Facebook and Instagram of how great marriage is, and they're just telling you this lie, feeding you this fairy tale. And for people like me who can see deeper than that, I know it's deeper than that. But you have a lot of people that are like, really? Let me go jump to the altar. So, what would you tell people who are in a long-term relationship now and maybe they're being pressured to get married, or maybe that's what they think they want? What are some suggestions that you have, or advice and insight on what it's truly like to be in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm gonna tell you what it's
I would
truly like.
first say think about how your relationship is.
I'm gonna tell you how it's like. Let's say that one man got 4 wives. God forbid something happened to that one man. Guess who got the right to say something? The only one he legally married to. And if he legally married to none of them 4 wives can't say nothing. And especially if their kids are under 18. They gotta go call their mama, their sister, their cousin, their aunt, their uncle. But you 4 women say I was sister wives, have nothing to say. Being married is legal for a reason. And a lot of people don't realize that reason until they get older. See, they're thinking about child support, alimony. What they're not thinking about is who's going to get their money when they go. They don't sit back as they start getting older saying, hey, this one, God forbid something happened, this one deserves it. You sit around and have them play wives, because that's what it all boils down to. I hate to tell you guys, it's play wives. A real wife get a real marriage certificate. A real man get a real marriage certificate. You know how many women I know that been with men over 20 years? Over 20 years. And when a man passed away because their kids did not reach the age of 18, that's when the family show you how much they don't like you. They like, no, the funeral not going to be here. It's going to be here. We coming to get the body. We doing this and we doing that. And I hope you can make it out here because I don't have no money to get you out here. Ain't that some shit, boss lady?
Yeah, my friend, her husband just recently passed. He already passed. And when the kids went down there to the ladies to the house where the woman what he was married to, she politely told them, y'all cannot come in. It's Corona and this is my house and everything in here is mine. And I will send y'all a email.
Yeah, and I'm talking about when you're not married. Now you can do that if you are married. See, that's the purpose of having a real wife. Now you got these play wives. Now if the kids are over 18, they come in and over and and they fighting over it. I've seen that too. How many people see
All
grandma
they
passing
couldn't do
away and they
nothing.
tore that house out? They can't do
This
nothing.
woman was a wife. She said, he got a will. The lawyer will get in contact with y'all. And when the lawyer got done with, no matter how much they fussed, brutaled or whatever, they had to wait until it was settled. They got their money, and then it was over with. She didn't put up with none of that mess,
Now,
all that
like I
bickering and
said,
stuff.
now
She didn't put up
imagine,
with it.
now imagine when you're not legally married, but you so-called got wives. This is what your sister wives need to know. Yeah, you don't mean nothing. You don't have no say so, and you don't mean nothing. All you're gonna do is clean up after a man all day and wait for your turn.
You
Oh,
just
shush,
another person. You just another person when it's all said and done.
waiting for her turn.
It's going. Is it good? What do you think
Do
the
you know
benefit?
how many men I know never divorced? Because back in the days they did not get divorced. Do you know how many men I know when they passed away, they was with they long time lover, and that's when they wives stuck it to them. That's when they wives stuck it to their ass. They wives made sure they could not even come to the funeral.
Exactly. You didn't have him all these years, but you won't have him this last one time, the last time of all.
Mm-hmm.
See, monogamy relationships. See what I'm saying? But they got these second wives as girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? They won't commit to that one because they can't express themselves to the one they married to. So man up. You know what I'm saying? You say you want to be the man in that marriage stuff. Well, then express yourself. Don't have a woman on the outside because you ain't getting what you want from this other woman. The other woman go along with what you say because she just want to. She because she the side girl. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
they believe it's productive though.
Was that again?
They believe it's productive.
Yeah, yeah, but you see what I'm saying? There's no right in that. This is what
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about a monogamy, monogamous relationship. My thing is, if if now the woman, she got to realize if he's cheating with you.
No, they're not cheating because they practicing monogamy.
But I'm just saying though, if she knows that this guy is married,
Right.
she's wrong too, because she already knows when he's married. So if he's not gonna be faithful to his wife, he's not gonna be faithful to you. And he got eyeballing for another woman because he
Mm-hmm.
can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So a lot of them have a bunch of wives because they can,
yeah.
and then they try to beat you in the head. Oh, well, you ain't gotta worry about him cheating on you. What? People tell you anything. People would tell you anything so you can go with the bullshit. I mean, if it benefits you, it benefits you. Don't listen to me.
Well, I'm gonna tell
I'm
you
just
what.
saying with me. Hmm.
You know what I'm gonna tell you. For over all the 30 years I've known people in business and stuff, I'm gonna tell you. It's just like if far as his business savvy and in business, if he's cheating on his wife and you in business relationship with him, he's going to cheat you too. He don't have no favorites. He don't have no favorites. He's just a cheater. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I've seen it.
They
Everyone that I
not
know was in
having
business, he
favorites,
cheats on everybody. He
but
don't
they
have no
do got
favorite.
their
He'll
word.
cheat on everybody. He don't
Hmm.
have no loyalty.
Well,
He have no character.
to him, he's not cheating. All of them, his wife. Hmm.
Benefit of being married gives you, because everything but that piece of paper can be handled with a contract, a different contract. So, because I think a lot of a lot of the pressure comes from your family. Like, oh no, you need to be married, you need to have some type of security, you need this, you need that. But it's literally a piece of paper by the government, and your name is in the system, you
For a
know.
reason.
But you don't need to be married. You want to have what some people just like the wedding. I think that's really
Nigga,
That
let
women.
these
is
young
what
The
girls
it
tell
women,
you.
they
is.
just
Let
want
these
the
young
wedding
girls
and they
tell
want
you.
the ring.
Mhm. And
So
the title.
yeah, in the title, oh, I'm his wife.
Mhm.
Okay, so why don't you just have a ceremony? You want a wedding? Have a wedding. You want a ring? Have a ring. You want
some pictures.
You like you can do all of this without this piece of paper, because once you have the piece of paper, the man is automatically gonna feel like he's trapped, regardless, because just like, oh
You
no, I
hear this
can't do this
bullshit?
because
He
I'm
gonna
married.
feel like
I
he
What?
can't
trapped,
do this. I
but
can't
he
do
wants
that.
sex though.
And they feel like they have to either stay with
Oh,
the
he gonna
person
feel trapped.
as
What if he wants to
divorces
get married?
go through,
They've been
and
talking to
with
Nature
the
Boy.
money splitting the households and doing all of that. And I just feel as though, when it comes to medical stuff, you can be the person's power of attorney. You can have life insurance. You can have, you want to you want to get their last name, go change your last name. But I just don't feel like that piece of paper
Of
is
course you gonna say that
the answer to everything. It's
until
like,
they
because
tell
if your
you to leave.
relationship is already rocking, you think
Leave,
being
miss.
married
Sorry,
is going to help it,
you
it's going
gotta
to make it
go.
100
Yeah,
times
she
worse,
must be paying the
because
bills.
Plus
you're
family,
already feeling
close
insecure
family
in the
only. But I'm his
relationship, and
wife.
then the marriage is
Close
supposed to give
family
you some type
only.
of security when
Yeah,
it
she
just
must be
gives
paying
you
all the bills right now,
a
so she
feeling of
feel like
trap.
she got some kind of
And
say
there's
so right
even
now. She's
more,
stupid.
I feel like, obstacles and even
Yeah,
more
you feel like you got to say so now because you paying the
responsibility.
little
That was the
bills.
word, once you get married, because
Mhm,
then it's like you're tied in. Like you
mhm,
said, this is a legally binding
mhm.
contract. Now you
Exactly.
guys are purchasing a home together. Now you
Right.
guys are putting each other on one another's insurance and health insurance and life insurance. Like you said, now you have these kids that you have to worry about. Now you guys are really one. Like you're
Mhm.
really brought together as one. And
And
so
their
it's,
mistakes are yours now.
yeah. And so you
That's a
really,
lie.
really have to think about all of that.
Mhm,
And for someone like me, I'm such an independent person.
mhm,
Now, not to say that I will never conform my
mhm,
ways or fall in love and decide, okay,
mhm,
I do want to be one. But for me, I'm like, oh, that is so risky. You know what
mhm,
I mean? Because you work so
mhm,
hard for what you
mhm,
have accomplished. And it's like that can all be wiped away
mhm.
by a human. Like
Yeah,
you said, we're all human and humans make mistakes and humans make bad
It's
decisions.
supposed to
So that
protect
is
man
kids,
such,
decisions. And I feel
and a
like
woman should be able
marrying
to have
a lot of people
skills to
get
be
married and they don't
independent
really
before
know
marriage.
the extent of their partner.
mhm,
So, they seem like they're nice to you, they're sweet, they're good sexually, they're giving and they're providing, but say they make horrible financial decisions, you know, and they make it only takes a couple until you guys are in a
yeah,
hole, and you guys could have started up here, and then it's just like, once you're down there and you're struggling that
it's hard
bad,
to get out.
that's gonna tear y'all apart. They say, money is not everything because there's love. Okay, but there needs to be something more than love keeping y'all together. It needs to be more than kids keeping y'all together. And with marriage and responsibilities, it's just it's a lot of weight that's putting on a relationship. So whereas though, even if you weren't married and you're still together in a long-term relationship and you guys still had these problems, at least you knew there was some type of safety net for you, like legally, this is not my responsibility too.
Right.
Now, as a man, you're gonna take care of your woman, but it's kind of a weight, an invisible weight lifted off your shoulder, knowing that
If this happens, it's
yeah,
not going to affect my credit. If this happens,
my
it's not going to affect
business,
my job.
everything
Exactly.
doesn't get wiped clean
Right.
because I'm adding this person legally to
Right.
me. Like, I like emotionally, yeah, I want to take care of this person, you
Mhm.
know. And then if you read a marriage contract, I've read one because I was trying to decide if we were gonna make it legal, would get the paper and stuff. And it's just like, if you read it, it's scary as hell. It's like you're literally signing your life away,
Really?
and you're giving like like, I understand why men get married, because just like, you're just literally taking on a person
Yeah.
that you did not give birth to. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids, okay, you brought them
Wow.
into this world, they're your
What is so
responsibility.
hard about a man taking
Other person,
responsibility?
you probably don't know
Oh,
fully
forbid.
Almost
like
Why
well
we
what
as
want to
you
make
think.
him
as well as
responsible?
you think. You're taking on every part of them
Mhm.
legally.
Why
So
you want
you
to
you
make a
can't be
man
you can't be human
responsible
at that
for
point,
the
because say you do mess
family?
up, say you do cheat, and that person reacts crazy,
Mhm.
off the handle and everything. You know, you got to pay them alimony for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You got to pay all of this stuff because of decisions they'll make when they're mad, or
See, she's paying the bills right now, so she feels
anything.
like
It's
she's in
just
control of
it's
something.
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy. It's like,
So what
That's why
about
she don't want to
this
be married.
topic, right?
mhm,
I was talking to
She's
someone about this
controlling with her little
yesterday,
check.
and I read up on another thing that said you're more likely, I forget the percentage, but you're more likely to have a successful marriage after 35. This was a study proven for men and women.
Mhm.
I'm attributing that to the fact that you're more mature, you found yourself, you're pretty solid in your career, maybe you have your own home, few assets, whatever. You've traveled, you've accomplished some goals, you've done you, right?
You've dated enough.
Right, that's it. Because 35 isn't as old as you think.
It's really not.
Yeah. So
Are these women in the same
yeah, it was
relationship?
basically
It sounds
saying that like
weird.
you have a
No,
stronger
they're
likelihood
not.
to
They're
have a
just having
successful
a
marriage after
discussion,
35.
Alien Blood.
Now,
You come up
what do you
anytime
feel
you
about
want to, Alien
monogamy
Blood.
and immaturity? Do you feel
I
that
dare you.
after 35,
I double
to
dog
be
dare you.
monogamous, it'll probably work out more so than at 22 or 25? Or do you feel like it's a all around the board thing, like monogamy just doesn't really work?
To be completely honest, you don't know how many messy 45-year-olds I know.
Mm-hmm.
People in their 40s still doing the same thing. 'Cause
Exactly.
Like you said, 35 is not as old as you think.
Right.
So humans are going to be humans forever. You know, they're still able to have kids at 35. There's still certain cycles and hormones that they still have that, you know, is going to affect the way they make decision making and stuff like that. So I mean, I honestly think monogamy is not the answer. I'm sure the studies right about the divorce rate.
Remember, guys, when it comes down to poly or mono, there is no correct answer. It's whatever you want. Fuck. I can't
So
find
she took so all that she said all that, but it comes down to she doesn't want to share her money. Just what I said from the beginning. She was talking about the money, the money, the money.
no,
It
they
all
just
boils down to she don't want to share her money. She don't want to have to give her money. Came down to her money. So it's not that she couldn't get a man that wanted to be committed to her. She didn't want to commit because she didn't want to give up her whatever. Well, it sounds like just finances because she's giving up the emotional as far as and the booty and all that. She giving that up.
well,
Ring.
I don't think
You
that
have a
either
spec.
or
My
is
name is.
married or monogamous. I just think they're just discussing it. That's why I said there's no right or wrong answer. All right. Oh, Alien Blood. Yes, King. King, the show will never stay tuned in. Alien Blood. I'm getting a new computer mid-February. I'm going to come in your live. I just wanted to say,
Hmm. Yeah, you've been tuned in all this time.
yeah, that's James, the
It's the
nerd.
blood.
I wanted to tell you, Alien Blood, be careful. I sent you a video with the fighting video.
You
Be
want to?
careful with them videos because they don't like them videos. YouTube don't like them videos. What you was going to say, Dwayne? Dwayne, Dwayne,
No.
Dwayne.
I was saying that did he want to come up on the platform?
I don't know.
Can you
Hey,
hear me?
third person calling you up here, alien.
Probably is 98% crap. It's all based on ego domination acts. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Young blood. I'm calling him young blood.
Yeah, but be careful with them fighting videos. That's a no-no. No more fighting videos. It was good, but
Oh,
that promotes YouTube see it as I gotta put you on mute, boss lady.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's not boss lady. Hello? Yeah,
Huh?
so no, I was telling he had a nice video, but it's a video up with women fighting, and
Oh
that
my.
promotes YouTube see that as that's promoting violence. So he gotta watch that.
Subject of polygyny versus monogamy. You look around and you see couples today. All you see is failure. Just recently, I was watching a YouTube channel and you had some model or something, some lady that is, she's very attractive, mind you. She supposedly killed herself because her husband, I believe he's a soccer player or something like that. I guess he cheated on her, whatever the case is, and
All
they have
right,
kids, I
James.
believe, and she killed herself. Now, this is all under monogamy. Now, you would think under monogamy, why would a woman kill herself under those circumstances? Because she's stressed out and she's insecure. Even under monogamy, women are highly insecure. So we see a pattern of this in relationships wherever we go. Every relationship that women get involved with under monogamy, you're going to deal with insecurities. You're not going to deal with women that are secure within themselves. They're constantly living in fear of you getting with a woman. Their greatest fear is you getting with another woman. So this woman killed herself. When we look at Halle Berry pretty much been married 3 to 4 times, got a divorce with this guy, got a divorce with that guy. She dated half of the entire entertainment business.
No, she did.
So when we look at what monogamy does,
She had a couple.
it really doesn't solve any problems. All it does, it creates a situation where women have an extremely high body count that is out of this world. I mean, I'm going to do a video that's separate with just the life of Halle Berry so that you can see a pattern of events of all the different men she dealt with. It's not pretty when you really think about it, but this is what our women are doing on a daily basis. And to think about how many women within the community are actually engaging in a life of promiscuity and sleeping around with everybody they meet, it just goes to show what monogamy really is all about. It's about destroying our women, destroying our brothers, creating population control, and causing us to just be stressed out to the point where when we look at monogamy, the divorce rate is extremely high. It seems like everybody that gets married, they get a divorce within 2 to 3 years. And it just goes to show that even when two people are together and it's just strictly monogamous, they can't seem to coexist together because really and truthfully, it's not going to work because you're dealing with women that are 99.9% insecure. And when you deal with females that are insecure, you're never going to be happy in a relationship because she will never be satisfied. When we look at monogamy, most men, they pretty much are living like a lion inside of a cage. They're not in the wild freely
Oh,
to
is that in
roam.
his background?
They're not
What is that
trusted. They're
playing
looked
at?
upon as wild beasts. So they're trapped in this cage, like in the zoo. You know, when you see a lion in the habitat, you can see that they're free, they're happy. But when you see lions in a cage at a zoo, they're under the control of the taskmaster's whip. And they're really unable to roam. They're unable to breed naturally. They're unable to do everything that is natural for a lion. So when we look at men today, they are like those lions that are literally trapped in a cage and they're unable to reach their full potential. So this video is designed to give you a balanced approach to what men will get in monogamy as well as what men will get in polygyny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears and go to my chart that I pretty much put together. So let's take a look at this. This is a chart that I put together, which pretty much illustrates everything that men will get under monogamy and what men will get under polygyny.
All right. Monogamy versus polygyny. Okay, number one, no cooperation for monogamy. That is absolutely incorrect.
What?
And then he got total cooperation for poly.
What?
No respect for mono. Then he got respect and love for poly. What? What? Life of no sex. Really?
What?
A life,
Prison time.
a life of sexual fulfillment.
That nigga said prison time, possible death.
All right. He got divorce breakups. He got long time success. He got child support. This one says no child support. This one says prison time. This one got no need to creep or cheat. Possible death.
Possible death.
Wives will homeschool the children. Number 9, daily arguments. Number 9, marriage manage skills like a business. Yo, this man don't know what to do. He don't even know about business, but let's carry on. All right. Number 10, insecure women. Women secured in themselves.
He
Number
made my throat dry. I gotta get me something to drink. He done made me thirsty.
11, cheating wife, faithful wife, a debt. This is no debt.
Oh wow, really?
House would be out of order. 13, house will be kept. 14, you'll never reach your goals. 14, you'll reach your goals. Number 15, you won't get any meals. We're gonna starve them. Oh, quality meals every day. You will be blamed for everything. Okay, that part is true. You and your wives will solve the problem. That's the only truest thing I saw. Okay, domestic violence. What do you mean? If you're one woman, you get domestic violence. If we have more than one wife, because he gets the screw and could not be in her face all the time, there's no domestic violence. Okay. I bet you Nature Boy beat everybody ass over there. Okay, let's go. You will have a possessive, jealous woman. You will have a sisterhood of happy wives. You will creep on the low with women. What do you mean creep? I could just tell you I'm going out. You will be able to start a business from home. Number 20, you will be emasculated daily. This one is you will be able to grow food on the land. What goddamn land? What land are you talking about? What land do we have? Then you gotta make sure they know how to plant and stuff. You just can't just say I'm gonna have a garden and think the garden gonna take care of itself. A lot of people do that. They set up a garden and don't know how much work going to it. Okay. The state controls your marriage for 22. 22. None of your wives will be stressed out. 24. You would be defrauded by your angry wife. Number 24. You won't age or lose strength. Huh? Number 25, you won't be happy or fulfilled. Number 25, this sound like this is the man. What about the woman now? Because he's gonna experience abundance of life. He's gonna be treated like a queen. Your wives will work it out for you better than her boss. She's gonna cook the food, and there'll be no debt. The house will be clean. And I can skip all that because
tight pants for all the men and everyone to see. And this is what monogamy will give you. And that picture also got 550,000 likes. As you can see, this is what women do for likes.
it's a shame that's what women do for likes, but at the same the other side of the candle, she's in her house cooking. She's in her house cooking, and clinking. There's no maid for Miss Aisha Curry.
And this is what happened when you're under monogamy, because these women are really lonely and they're starving for attention. Y'all all remember the situation where Stephen Curry's wife came out in the public and talked about how she would like to see more men compliment her and she's all insecure. Now notice, even under monogamy, when having a wealthy husband
Okay,
who
Dwayne,
is
come back
extremely
if you
talented
want
in
to.
basketball, he's extremely wealthy, he got money, she got the best of everything, houses, cars, clothing, the woman can buy practically anything, and she's a mother. You would think that a woman under that circumstances would be happy. Even she's not happy, and she's insecure, and she has low self-esteem, and this is why she put herself out there in the public. Now, if Stephen Curry's wife is doing that and she's with a successful multimillionaire husband, then how much worse it's going to be for the average woman who's working with a guy who have a regular 9 to 5 pulling in $30,000 a year? Is she going to be happy with him? Not at all. She's going to be extremely stressed out, extremely miserable, and always have problems. And this is what you're going to get under monogamy, brothers. You're not going to get no respect. Your woman will disrespect you verbally. She will be verbally abusive. She will be psychologically abusive. She will be mentally abusive. She will disrespect you in the street. She will be online on Instagram. She would be doing all sorts of things. I was just watching another video the other day. I think it was on O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel, where the more insecure she get, she's going to look at you as the cause of her problem. So she's going to take it all out on you. She's going to be very frustrated, and it won't be long before she starts to deprive you of sexual activity. And it's all because she's not feeling happy within her own skin. And this is sad, but this is what you brothers are going to expect, especially after you have children. Especially as she get older, you're not going to have a life of satisfaction in the sexual department. It's going to cause you to go out there and get other women. It's going to cause you to go creep around, because again, brothers, once you practice the monogamy game, you're trying to take this oath of monogamy to be exclusive only to one woman, which is really never going to work, because as you walk through the streets, you're going to be desiring women because it's your natural. It's in your nature to desire women. It's in your nature to multiply with women in respect and in honor. We're not supposed to abuse our women. We're supposed to wife up these sisters. We're supposed to take them under our wing, and we're supposed to build. That doesn't mean that you're going to be out there hooting and howling with every woman you see. It should get to a point that when you have a certain amount of wives, that you literally are
No,
good. You don't really
thank
need to
you,
go out there and get no other
Dwayne.
woman, because you're comfortable, you're content, and you're satisfied with the wives that you have, and you're willing to just build with them and grow. So if you are under monogamy, brothers, please be mindful that you are going to have a life of no sex. It's not going to be this active sexual life of every day you having sex and your wife is going to be freaky and wilding. It's not going to happen. I'm letting you know right now. Don't do it. It's going to be a painful situation. You're going to struggle. You're going to live a life of habitual masturbation. You're going to be indulging in a lot of porn. You're going to be deprived of a lot of fulfillment. And it's going to be a very frustrating time for you, brothers. So I hope that you're paying attention to this video, because this is life-changing information that I'm trying to give you, because it's designed to help you grow and become better men. It's very important that you brothers really understand this, because it's for your own personal growth and enhancement. And I hope that all you brothers really pay attention, because a lot of times we don't like to listen until it's too late, and then we get frustrated with the fact that we're going through this type of nonsense. So, brothers, let's get back to the chart so that we can see what's going on. Again, we learned that there will be no cooperation. You won't be respected. You will have a life of no sex. Number 4, no encouragement. That's right. Your wife will not encourage you. She won't know how to. It's insecure. When a woman is not happy with herself, when a woman is frustrated and lonely inside, it doesn't matter how many likes she get. It doesn't matter how much money her man make. It doesn't matter how much likes she get on the gram. She will always be that way, because it's something only she can overcome. And it's really a life of vanity. Stephen Curry's wife is literally living a vain life. A woman with all of that success and all of the blessings, you would think that she would be at peace. But the truth of the matter, people, is this. Just because a person has money, materials, and fame doesn't mean they're blessed. A lot of times we look at people that are highly rich in terms of money and possessions, and we look at them and we think that they're blessed, or they got the blessings on them, or they're being blessed by God. No. Material items can be for anyone. When you're blessed of the Most High, everything is blessed. Your family, your relationship, your marriage, everything is prosperous, not just your bank account. So a person can be rich in terms of money, and yet they're blind. They can't see. A person could be rich and they have poor health. So being rich in money does not mean you're rich in health. Being rich in money and materials does not mean you're rich in family and love. So I hope that everybody out there is paying attention to this, because it's very important information. You're not going to get this on no other channel on YouTube, because nobody really focus on truth like this. The only channels that I would recommend that focuses on truth is Pastor Dowell's channel and New Breed's channel. Those are the only two channels that I pretty much would shout out that pretty much focus on giving people truth on a daily basis. Other than them, you know, there's really nobody else that's really putting truth out there. So with that said, let's get back to this chart. Divorce and breakups, like I said, is inevitable. You're going to get a divorce. It's going to happen. So if you marry a woman under the marriage contract of the state, you're going to get a divorce. It's inevitable. Child support. You will be put on child support once that woman break up with you. So get ready to pay out of pocket. She will blame you for everything. She will say that you're a deadbeat dad. This will happen to you whether you are in a marriage or if you are dating and get a woman pregnant. All of that falls under monogamy. You will be put on child support. You're home late. Why is it that you're doing overtime? She's going to constantly be trying to look through your phone, putting tracking devices on you, telling other people to watch you. The woman is going to be so insecure. And it's sad, because a lot of times women that are so insecure be very attractive. A lot of times a woman could be beautiful, and yet because she's so insecure, it will cause her to live a life of misery. And that's something you don't want to deal with as a brother. You really don't want to be in a relationship where you're dealing with women that are so insecure that they make your life a living hell. And it's sad, but being with an insecure woman is something you brothers are going to face under monogamy. There's no way around this. You will deal with an insecure woman, and they're the worst type of women to deal with, because no matter what you do, they're never going to be happy. You could buy them gifts. You can buy them clothes. Again, just look at Steph Curry's wife. She's involved with a multimillionaire husband. She got the best of homes, the best of automobiles. She could buy all the designer clothes she wants. Her children have all of the material things. She's still not happy. Think about it, people. So you're going to deal with insecure women. Now, number 11, a cheating wife. Again, people, I just showed you Stephen Curry's wife. I just showed you or talked about Halle Berry being promiscuous with all these different men, fooling around. You're going to deal with a cheating wife. Eventually, under monogamy, your wife will cheat on you. Even if you're not married to the woman, she will eventually cheat on you. Now, you might be saying, why would the woman cheat? Isn't it the man that will cheat? Well, under those circumstances, men will creep on the low because of their desire for more than one woman. But we're going to get to that a little later. What I want to focus on is that under monogamy, women cheat all the time. And that's something that most men don't really think about. A lot of times women cheat and you just don't know, because they do it so well that you would just never know, because you're going to work and you're expecting that under monogamy, she's the most faithful. You're assuming that she is the faithful one in the relationship. And what you don't know is that she is actually the one who is doing the most cheating. And you don't realize this. Maybe she's not cheating all the time, but she will cheat at some point in that relationship, because under those circumstances, when you're working and you're not around and she's home alone, she's pretty much desiring your company, but she don't realize that as a man, you're supposed to work. So to cope with the stress and the loneliness, she go and find herself another man, or dip dabble with the UPS guy or the FedEx guy. No offense to the UPS guy and the FedEx guy, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're delivering packages all the time, hey, something may spark up. But nonetheless, this is what you're going to deal with, brothers. And normally when women cheat, it's more calculated. So it's not like she's just doing it just to do it. There's a reason why women cheat. And when they do it, they have no remorse for why they do it. It's just something that they just do. And it's unfortunate, but this is what us brothers will go through and face under monogamy. And eventually when you find out, you're going to be in shock. So I'm trying to let you know now, so that you can pretty much cope and deal with the issues that you will eventually face in the future. So I hope you brothers are paying attention. Let's continue. You're going to be dealing with debt and school loans from women. Brothers, when you get in monogamy, again, you're dealing with the independent woman. You're dealing with women who are going to school, women that are pretty much being educated, going to college, and so forth. So when you get with these particular women, please understand that when you marry them, you also married their debt. So if you're dating a woman and she have a school loan and she have this and that, master's degree and all these other things, please understand that she have a massive debt. Once you marry her, you also marry the debt. So not only are you getting a woman that's insecure, a woman that won't cooperate, won't respect you, living a life of no sex, no encouragement, divorce, breakup, child support, prison time, possible death, daily arguments, insecurities,
It's
cheating
funny.
wife. You're also getting, on top of that, a woman that carries a great load of debt. Not only school loans, but also credit card debt, bank loans, you name it, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Macy's. All of those cards are normally maxed out. This is what you brothers are going to inherit, all under monogamy. So not only are you going to be dealing with the bills, you're going to be dealing with her bills and everything else too.
Well,
Horrible
how's she supposed
situation
to
to
get
be in,
educated
brothers,
if she ain't
but I'm
got no
trying to
bills?
warn you right now. Number 13, your house will be out of order. Yes, sir. Your house will be out of order, brothers. I know it's a great shock to you, but under monogamy, because of the amount of things your woman or your wife will be doing.
So how is she supposed to get education if she's not getting some debt to go to school, or how is she supposed to better herself that to be this better woman that he supposedly needs?
Okay, Vertical Stacker says women can cheat easier because men don't get emotionally attached with X, so they don't care if she go back home. When men cheat, the other woman gets emotionally attached, and then the help comes. That would be incorrect. It would be correct, but incorrect. Because a woman could have been done cheated and got it out of her system and be the best wife ever. This that we don't get emotionally attached to whoever we cheating to. If a woman get emotionally attached to the man she cheating to, that man she with, she leaving. She's leaving him.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no if, is when. Ain't no if she gonna leave him. And she's gonna stay with that man she's emotionally attached with. And put some juice in here. Here.
It sounds like he getting married to fail. He's not getting married to.
All of these men are saying stuff that's protecting men, which it's okay. But we have to say things that protect women. Because we're not gonna say don't protect men. We got sons. We know there's crazy women. But they want it to be to whereas we don't see no middle line. You have to see a middle line if you're a mother. I'm sorry. I don't know where they got this thing that we don't want. We have to see the middle line. Nobody want their son played. Oh, because I'm a woman, I'm gonna let some women do my son dirty. Shit, ain't gonna happen. Yeah, we be creeping after we clean the house, do the laundry, grocery shop, pick up the kids for school, help the kid with their homework, cook dinner, bathe the kids, and put them to bed. You ain't never lied, Miss Molly.
She won't have time to maintain the cleanliness of the house. She may clean the house once in a while, but eventually it's not going to be tidy the way you would like it. And you're going to be very frustrated because of this. But this is what you're going to deal with. House will be out of order, especially if she have children. The more children she have, the more likely the house will be out of order. This is normal in most households under monogamy. If people be honest with themselves under monogamy, when you have children and you have a household under monogamy, in most cases, the house is not tidy. Because of this, the children are rampant. They're going wild. The house is dirty. The woman is dealing with all the issues. schooling, especially during COVID and all this other stuff, and children have to be on these laptops. There's a lot of stuff that women got to do. So under those circumstances, she's not cleaning the place the way she needs to, and because of that, you're not going to be happy
You
with the
just said
results
out of all the
of your
things
house
we
not
have to
being taken
do.
care of. And you're going to look back at yourself and you're going to be like, wait a minute, I have a wife, but at the same time of having a wife, the house is not tidy. See, these are problems that you're going to face under monogamy. And you brothers, you need to be mindful of this, because this is something you're going to get involved in, and I'm trying to guide you so that you don't go into this ditch, because if you do, you're going to be frustrated. So please be mindful. This is the best video on YouTube you're going to get to pretty much gather this information. And if you're a young brother in your 20s, you really need to soak up this information and share it with all your boys and everybody else, because it's going to be pretty rough out there for you once you walk down that aisle and take that woman as a wife under monogamy. This is what you brothers are going to face. So I hope that you brothers really pay attention to what's going on here. Now, with that being said, number 14, you'll never reach your goals. Yeah, that's right, brothers. You will never reach your goals under monogamy with a woman. It just won't happen, because she won't be there to help you reach those goals. Being that she's insecure and have low self-esteem,
she's insecure.
It will be a situation,
she got problems
in a relationship where she will become jealous of you.
Well, yes, she getting her shit together.
She will become jealous of you at some point and not desire to see you reach your full potential, because in her mind, once you reach your full potential, it means that other women will be involved in your life. In some instances, some women would not want their husbands to be extremely successful or have money, because they know that money amplifies where a man lives. In terms of money, money will amplify the results in your life. So if you're the type of guy that got money, it will amplify the things you do. It'll amplify your friends. It'll amplify the women you deal with. It will amplify your lifestyle.
That part is true.
It will amplify the places where you're able to visit, the places you'll vacation. All of these things money amplify. So money is an amplifier. So as a man, you'll begin to dress good, and it's going to attract new women. Your wife don't want that to happen. So in most instances, she's not going to help you to reach your goals. You could be a talented music
not
producer.
Because of that.
You could be a cook,
I'm tired.
a chef.
Damn.
You could be doing all sorts of things talent-wise. She won't be there to help support you get to those goals. It's sad, but this is the truth, brothers. And I hope that you're paying attention.
So what is she doing?
Don't expect her to help you get there, because she will not help you to get there. She will continue to act as if though it don't exist, because there's some jealousy, some resentment, and she really don't want to see you reach those goals. And even though your goals is designed to help the whole family, in her mind, she's only thinking of herself and her own security. And if you reach those goals, in her mind, her greatest fear is that you're going to leave her. So what happens is she refused to help you reach those goals. So you're going to be literally like an anchor, locked down and unable to move, because every time you try to make good moves or step out and take the initiative to take opportunities and risk, she will always be there to try to talk you out of it. This is a sad situation, but it's the truth, and many guys are going through this right now.
Be having some
Number
good
15,
ones, but this ain't a good one.
You won't get quality
I can
meals.
listen.
Brothers, under monogamy, don't expect to have a healthy life. Under monogamy, don't expect to have healthy meals all the time. Now, granted, in certain situations, you'll have a woman that will cook, a woman that will cater to you in the food department. But under most circumstances, most women under monogamy, they don't even know how to cook. And you will literally be there frustrated, suffering, unable to get healthy meals. You will find yourself having to eat fast food all the time. You're going to be deteriorating inside and lacking a lot of vital nutrition, amino acids, and vital nutritional health, because your woman will refuse.
Damn us. He don't get no lunch break, no nothing to buy. He don't have his own mind right. Well, listen, let me at least get a good lunch. He ain't think about that, right?
Making sure the kids eat or nothing. He ain't taking the initiative to do that.
You know, because of me, I'm going to kill him, because I'm not feeding him right, and he don't know how to eat right without me.
Use to actually help you in those more stress, but women don't understand this. So because of that,
thank God,
she's gonna blame you. She's gonna say it's you. She's gonna say why you're not helping her, that you're not helping her enough. When the issue, brothers, is not that you're not helping her. The issue is she needs a sister wife to help her. It's a woman that she needs to help her, not a man. Because as men, we're designed to build. Yes, we can do certain things in terms of helping. We could change a diaper or two. We can watch the children
Oh,
here and there.
wow.
But at
Thank
the
you.
end of the day, women are the nurturers. They're the caretakers. They're the caregivers. They're the ones who raise children. Understand? We
Changing a
supply
pamper's not
disciplinary action.
nurturing.
We supply the
It mean his
education.
ass
We're
stink.
there
Change it.
to
Hey,
do
Miss
what is
Rod.
needed to instill values into these children. But at the end of the day, it takes women to have a sisterhood to raise children. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a family. And
I
that's
ain't
real
never seen
talk.
two
But
sisters make a
women,
baby
they don't
together.
seem to understand that. So most women today under monogamy, they're trying to do everything by themselves. They're trying to be the mother, the doctor, the nurse, the cook, the cleaner, the plumber, the janitor. They're trying to do everything. And it seems like it's not working. Sad situation,
I
brothers.
know.
But this is what you will face
In a
under
minute, but
monogamy, brothers. No
we
matter how you see it, no matter how you spin this is what you will have. She will blame you for everything.
she gonna
She'll blame you for her not being sexually fulfilled, even though it's her fault.
for
She will
everything.
blame you for why she's insecure. She'll say that it's your fault why
You
she's
women are
have
great.
low
Keep it
self-esteem.
going. Have a nice
She will
day.
never
Take
take
it from a
accountability
man who
for her
does
actions.
dishes, help
That's something
kids with
else you
homework,
brothers gonna have to learn.
coaches,
I didn't even have it
kids,
in my
sports
list.
team,
But one of the
change
things you're gonna face
diapers,
under
and
monogamy
brings
is
home the
women
bacon.
that will never ever take
Hey,
responsibility
vertical
for their
stacker.
own actions. Anytime they're wrong, they will never take personal
Good for
responsibility,
you.
brothers. Number 17, domestic violence. Domestic violence is on the rise in many relationships, and it's all under monogamy. When you look at the news, we had no reason to creep. So with that said, I hope you brothers are learning something, and I hope you sisters are learning something too. Now, number 20, you will be emasculated daily. Yes, brothers. You will be emasculated daily by your wife. This is something she will do all the time. There's no way around this. As brothers, she will emasculate you. She will find ways of putting you down and making you feel that you are not allowed to be around women. You're not allowed to see women, because if you do so, you're cheating. You won't be allowed to have female friends. You won't be allowed to stay out late. You won't be allowed to stay out overnight. You will literally have to check in with your woman. You will have to do all these different things. I think I even have something within my list that talks about that. I believe it's number 23. We're going to get to that in a minute, which pretty much wraps up what I'm saying. But literally, your woman will emasculate you. She will belittle you, and you're going to be stressed out, brothers. I'm telling you, this is not a fun ride. You are literally going to be emasculated every single day by your wife. No matter if you're in a marriage under monogamy, or if you're in a dating boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, your woman will emasculate you daily to make you feel like you are not allowed to be around no other woman. You will have a high case of the mama love fear syndrome. I believe that video is still on my channel. I'm not sure if I put it on Patreon or not. If it's on my channel or not, I may have to bring it back. But I made a video on the mama love fear syndrome. I highly recommend you brothers go look at that video, because a lot of us brothers, pretty much 99.9% of us brothers, we suffer from the mama love fear syndrome. And that is something you will suffer from once you've been emasculated long enough, because this emasculation started from when you were with your mom. As a young boy, you've been emasculated. So the mama love fear syndrome pretty
Mama
much was with
love
you as
fear.
a youth,
Let me see what that
all
is.
the way till now. And it seemed like every relationship you get involved in, you have this fear of being caught, or this fear of you must be doing something wrong when you're around other women besides your girlfriend or your wife. So brothers, be sure to watch that video on the mama love fear syndrome, because it's very, very powerful. Number 21, you will be controlled by your wife. Yeah. Your wife will control you. I mean, once you've been emasculated, you become a yo-yo, and she have you on a string, and you can only go but so far. And this is truth, brothers. Under monogamy, you will become a yo-yo under your wife's control, where as far as you go, she'll be able to pull you right back, because you're under her control. You're not the one in control. You're not the head of the house. She's the head of you. She literally is your boss. You have to submit to her. You cannot do anything without her approval. You cannot go nowhere without her approval. This is the life of a man under monogamy, brothers. Don't fall victim to the life of monogamy, because it's going to be a horrible, horrible existence, brothers. I'm telling you, you will be miserable all your days under monogamy. Don't do it to yourself, brothers. Please, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save you from this pitfall that many brothers have fallen into and that many brothers are going through even till this day with their old lady. Don't let this happen to you, brothers. Number, I said, all right, number 22, the state controls your marriage. Yes, brothers. What you must understand is that once you marry a woman under monogamy, the state own you. The state own your house. The state own your marriage. Literally, you are at the mercy of the state. And because the marriage contract only benefits women, there are no benefits for you. This is why under monogamy, under the marriage contract, it's pretty dangerous for us brothers to marry women under that system because there are no benefits for us. Everything benefits the woman. And it's a damn shame, but this is the culture we live in. And sadly, many of us take this route because we believe we're doing the right thing, but actually we're doing the wrong thing. We're setting up ourselves for failures. This is why you have so many brothers losing their money, losing their wealth. I mean, you get married to a woman, she take you for half of your property, your assets, everything, because you married her under the state. This is a damn shame, but this is what's going on, brothers. So be mindful that when you marry a woman under monogamy, this is what you're essentially doing. The state is involved, which means they get a cut and the wife get a cut. Even under child support, the state gets a cut and the wife get a cut. It's a money-making business, brothers. It's all designed for us to fail. And I'm telling you, free yourself from this bondage called monogamy. It's a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous union. Number 23, your wife will become your parole officer. Yes, that's right. Your wife will become your parole officer. I had a little typo there. I put parole officers. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Your wife will become your parole officer, which means you're guilty no matter what. So before you can do anything, it got to be approved by her. She's going to be up under you all the time. She's going to be in your phone all the time.
That
She's
part
gonna
is
be
true,
at
but
your
oh
job
well.
all the time. She may
That
come to
part
your
is true,
job
but
literally
oh
while
well.
you're there and pull up and be like, hey, just to see if she catch you. It's going to be crazy, but you won't be able to leave the country until you come involved and give word to your parole officer. Just like with a brother that been to prison. Once he come out, he got to go to his parole officer. He can't do nothing unless the parole officer gives the approval. Isn't that something? He got to be within city lines and city limits. This is sad, but a lot of you brothers, your wife have become your parole officer. That's a damn shame. But how do you cope with all of that stress? This is the reward, the result. So brothers, if you are in a relationship with a woman and she want you to be under monogamy, you must leave
That's
that
what I'm
situation.
talking about. Teaching the
Don't
wrong
fall victim to
information.
that situation, brothers. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get into a situation where you are in bondage and struggle year after year. I'm trying to guide you out of that mess. I'm trying to prevent the younger brothers from taking that road, because if you do that, I would be doing you an injustice if I didn't warn you. So as a man, as your big brother, I'm trying to direct you, even you brothers that are elder brothers that may be older than me. I'm still trying to guide all the brothers to avoid this collision course, because monogamy is not for us men. We are not monogamous. And when we take this oath of monogamy, this is the bondage we're going to face. So we don't want to get involved with this, brothers. So be mindful and be very, very cautious of what you're involved in. So with that being said, that is what monogamy brings men. That is what will bring. Now, with that being said, what about polygyny? What about polygyny? Now, I could have made this video a full live show, but I did it as a pre-recorded video, but we are all watching it live right now. That's why we have you in the chat box. And determine if a woman love you, you must look at the way she respect you. If she don't respect you, she don't love you. So under polygyny, you judge a woman's love based on her level of respect. The more she respect you, the more she love you. The more she respect you, the more she love you. It's just that simple. There's no other way around this. We determine love based on respect, brothers. Always judge it that way. Don't be all emotional. Emotional love is cool, but respect is the key. Respect shows the truth. Now, under polygyny, you will have a life of sexual fulfillment. Yes, brothers. Under polygyny, you will have a life of sexual fulfillment. Why? Because you will have multiple wives on the outside, which will keep your home protected, free from STDs, free from scandals, free from unwed babies on the outside, free from dealing with thoughts, free from controversy. Brothers, you are missing out on the abundant life. True indeed. Number 4, encouragement. Under polygyny, you will always have encouragement because your wives will always be there to encourage you because they're not jealous of you. They understand that you're the head and they want to see you prosper. Number 5, long people. We should be practicing in the air one time. That stuff circulates around your room. It'll circulate around the entire house and the whole place will be smelling real good. I mean, real good. So I highly recommend that. But I like places that smell good. And I love shower, dishes in the sink, your wives, because they have a company called Blunt Effects. I don't know if you ever seen these things or whatever, but I have a bunch of these things. I like these particular fragrances here, man. Like I have all of these. These are all from that particular brand. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, these particular fragrances here, I like the way these things.
Oh wow. This nigga is crazy. Now he feminine.
When you allow the wrong people in your house, stuff will come up missing. Exactly.
Or spot the free group. Is it A, Mr. Organic? Is it B, Fresh and Fit? Is it C, Microsheet? Or is it D, all of the above? Got your answer? If you guessed all of the above, you have a very strong bullshit detector.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Now, I don't know if he's upset about the concept of renting or
He
buying
said,
property,
but
'cause
not for
the
me.
property he is currently residing at is also a rental. Maybe he took that personal, but we're going to point out a couple of details. So you can see this wall right here in the background, kind of like, I don't want to say it's like surround the entire property, it just kind of surrounds the driveway up until the main entrance. It's so easy when these social media influencers come on social media and talk about stuff, and I don't even understand why he decided to input himself into this conversation. That just makes no sense to me, because clearly he doesn't know organic all that well. He doesn't know about organic's past behavior of taking advantage of people. He doesn't know any of this stuff. He doesn't know about the different products and services organic sells. He doesn't know about the terrible collabs in which people have come out and exposed them for. So the guy has a pretty long laundry list. But I don't know that Mike Rashid actually knows all this. I think he just literally just met this guy probably in the last year or so. I think they did a recent collab where he was invited at his studio and they had some kind of conversation about high value man, all that nonsense. But in scrubbing his social media account, we were able to identify the property based on all the different clues and details he's put out on different posts. And it turns out, how ironic, that the property he currently resides at is actually a rental. So I don't know if he took that personal, that we called that organic on the fact that he doesn't own his property. I don't know. It sounds like the behavior of someone dating someone that gets so highly upset about it. So this property was last available online for $6,200. The post was for $60.
You left me with all of our problems.
Where is that damn sound coming from? It's not coming from me. The boss lady is muted.
Oh, brother.
About relationships in terms of should men, I guess, seek the most high, or should they settle and marry a woman in today's culture? I'm pretty much focused primarily on family development and growth, but I have to be brutally honest with brothers in this day. I have to let you understand that in today's day, we're dealing with a different situation. We're not in the times of old where women were more chaste, where women were more righteous, where women understood their role. We're not living in that time. We're living in a culture by which women are independent. They don't think they need a man. And even if they were to get into a relationship with you, over time, she's going to switch on you. Like, this is automatic. So let me just get to the point of this particular stream so that I can pretty much give this brother some, brutally honest advice on exactly what's going on here. Let me bring his comment up on the screen. The brother posted this particular comment in one of my videos, and it goes as follow: at Black Male Advice TV, do you think it is better for a single man to marry and serve a wife in this last days, or just remain how he is and serve the Most High? Brother, to be brutally honest with you, as much as I support family growth, family development, in this day and time, you are better off serving the Most High. Serving the Most High should be, number one, your main primary goal. But when it comes to marriage in this culture, I'm going to tell you brutally honest, you're going to have nothing but problems. If you marry a woman in today's culture, you're not going to be a happy man. You're just not going to be. Now, there are certain situations where you might get with a woman and you might be cool. But at the end of the day, if you really think about it, if you marry a woman in this culture, you're not going to be a happy man. She is going to cause you a lot of problems. You are going to be dealing with a whole host of issues. I talked about these issues in many different videos. I talked about the difference between monogamy and polygyny. When you deal with women under a monogamous union, you have to understand, when women come to the table in a marriage, they are focused on trying to control you. A woman's happiness is not based on you treating her right, or you buying her gifts, or if you have a lot of money, or if you have a big house. None of those things mean anything to women. Women are primarily selfish. They're selfish beings that only focus on themselves. They really don't care about anything concerning you. As far as they're concerned, you're not even important. So when you really think about marriage in today's culture, when you marry a woman, is she coming to you with the understanding of the Most High? Is she coming to you with the training that is needed to be a wife in today's culture? Is she coming to you with baggage? Is she coming to you with children from another relationship? Is she coming to you with this attitude and this mindset of, your job as a man is just to make her happy, but her job as a woman is not to make you happy? You have to really think about what you're getting involved in today, brothers. When you marry a woman in today's culture, she's not going to serve you. She's not going to serve you. This is why I make these videos. I'm not making these videos to play games. I'm making these videos to train and educate women so that they can understand the difference between a wife and a woman who's going to be alone for the rest of her life. See, a lot of times women get into relationships and they don't realize that this is a job. This is literally an occupation that one must literally fulfill. And a lot of times women get into relationships and they don't have the mindset to actually want to serve you, brothers. And if you get into these relationships with this hope of, if I could just marry her, it's going to be nothing but love, happiness. And it's not going to be that way, brothers. It's not going to be that way. You mark my words. If you marry a woman in today's culture, right? In the beginning, things might be cool. In the beginning, it might be a little happy.
Yes.
But over time, she is going to change on you. She really don't love you. At the end of the day, women today don't love us as men.
What?
They don't know what it means to love us as men.
What?
They don't even understand men. You understand?
Okay.
Most women, when you come with them,
Yeah, I don't understand this
they bring
neither.
nothing but insecurity. They have low self-esteem.
Oh.
The most pretty woman in the world, the most beautiful and attractive women you might see in today's culture, have low self-esteem.
Wow.
Insecure. You understand? These are the problems you're going to deal with as men.
Oh.
So if you had to choose between the Most High and, you know, marrying a woman in today's culture, I suggest you brothers focus on the Most High. But now, if you're going to focus on the Most High, let's not be hypocrites. Let's not say we're going to focus on the Most High, and in the back, in the booth, in the dark, you trying to get it in with this woman here and this woman here, but you're not marrying them. You get my point? In other words, you don't have a problem shacking up with women. You don't have a problem pumping and dumping, but you're not committing. That's not what I promote. So if your agenda is, I'm going to be single, but I'm going to still go out there and sleep around with women, I don't endorse that. You understand? That's not what I'm saying.
Oh
The
my
question
God.
pretty
Hold
much
on,
is,
boss lady.
should a man commit to a woman? Now, in your comment,
I let daggone alien blood get away. Tell me in his video, which hopefully he takes it down because he can't keep that video up with all the fights on it. But I hear him say to call them hyenas?
Did you hear what?
Him call some of them girls hyenas?
I didn't see the video. I can't remember.
I saw the video. I meant to tell him that, but he done got away. When he come back, I'm like, oh, now you're using hyenas now, right?
I think he did.
No, he did. I meant to catch him, but he gone. Oh.
you originally said something about serving.
And you know what's so crazy? A female could just bang. Let me do a video of young. You know what's so crazy with these videos? What people don't realize? They look cute now. What you gonna do in a couple of years, starting from now, and a couple of years from now, when we start looking at grandpa pictures, daddy and grandpa pictures, when we start seeing my say better, oh, that's my grandpa. Better than that's my grandpa. That's my daddy. Look at my daddy back in the. Can he wear them pumps, girl? He can wear them pumps. Ooh, child, look how my daddy put them pumps on. Or
long wig with them long wigs and all that. Oh my.
Yes, that's my grandfather, alligator crocodile. Alligator crocodile. Imagine with kids. Imagine the pictures that they're not going to show anymore. That's why you go to people's house, you don't see pictures lined up in their house like they used to. Every year is going to get less and less because y'all look more crazy. The men are looking more crazy that you don't even want to take a family picture with them. Like, nope. Well, I'm an individual, and they gotta love me for the way I am. And this is the way I'm taking the picture. Like, no, you're not, son. But can you imagine strolling through YouTube, and you ever see how when they be dancing, they do a little kick in the air? And can you imagine being in 5th and 6th or 7th grade? And yeah, that's my grandfather. Yeah, that's now we seen uncle do it, but not to the extreme when it's your father. Or it's your grandfather. Y'all worrying about women so much. Y'all need to be worried more about y'all fellow men. Who you think men want to? Who do you think a young woman would rather show a promiscuous grandma or show grandpa that's looking like grandma? What you think a child want to show when they get older? And not to mind you, they don't know grandma's promiscuous. It's just the clothes grandma got on. But we do see the clothes grandpa got on too. And why they look alike? You know what I'm saying? Why they got the same pair of shoes on? Why they dress alike? That's what the hell that's what they
And
need.
another thing, I been noticing is Gucci got y'all looking like a bunch of sissy girls with all them flowers and
It's
everything, and
Gucci.
y'all.
It's Gucci is the one that's to mess with I like
I'm talking about Gucci, the designer, with all them flowers on them shirts and stuff. But they flowered up.
Gucci.
Yes, the flower on the pictures. They taking all these pictures. But we don't know that that's Gucci 20 years from now. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about, oh, that was Gucci. No, they just gonna know you had on a flowery looking outfit.
Which is true. Which is true. Y'all too just worrying about these women telling y'all better worry about y'all fellow brethren. Because there's gonna be more men coming. It's gonna be more men coming out to get you guys than females. Y'all want us to go our own way? Or y'all going your own way? But you got a lot of these trans now. They going after, they attacking you straight men. Y'all worrying about us. Y'all worrying about the wrong thing. Y'all worrying about us sending you to jail. You need to worry about them sending you to jail. You're going to go to jail quicker for bothering them than beating the shit out your wife. You're going to go to jail quicker for bothering them rather than beating the shit out your kid. All you got to do is call them out their name. They have a right to sue you and do all this other stuff. And you talking about, oh, the woman gonna put you in jail. The woman gonna get child support. The woman gonna, man, you have to be a part of that. You have to date a woman or be with a woman to beat her up. You have to have a baby with a woman for child support. You don't even got to know that man across the street. He could think you called him out his name and get them ABC boys on your ass. Shit. He could think you looking at him wrong. Them ABC boys are on your ass. The ABC boys are so bad. Look how we got to speak. Us grown ass people have to speak like ABC. The 1, 2, 3s. The eggplant. We do know it should be respect, but when a bunch of grown people gotta watch everything they say, they're gonna show you how strong them ABC boys is. They're gonna show you how strong them ABC boys is. But keep talking about us women. Keep talking about us. Keep talking about us. That's why y'all trying to get all the extra women. Because you know the more men turn. But guess what? These women gonna trick you, man. They're gonna trick you, poly men. They are, and they're gonna start being with these bi men and these tranny men. Some of these tranny men like women. Hello.
A woman. Our job as men is not to serve a wife. A wife's job is to serve us as men. Women are put here to be our helpmate. They're put here to serve us. Do you understand me? This is why marrying a woman in today's culture is a dangerous thing. Now, again, I'm all for marriage. I'm all for family development under the right circumstances. But if we want to be brutally honest with you, marriage in today's day is nothing but failures. I mean, if you look at some of the most successful businessmen, some of the most successful athletes, some of the most successful brothers that have a host of money, but yet their wives don't even respect them. Their wives want to get a divorce. Their wives don't even cater to them. Their wives are not even pleased with them. None of these women are happy. I mean, again, I talked about Stephon Curry's wife, about how she's posing nude on Instagram. I talked about how his wife wants the attention of other men.
Not Aya.
Look at the situation with Halle Berry. Look at all of the divorces. All of the men she married had money. So brothers, if you think having a lot of money, if you think if you're this high value man, you're going to attract women and they're going to love and respect you, it's all a gimmick. They're not going to love and respect you. It doesn't matter how much money you have, brothers.
Aaliyah.
You could work as hard as you
Aaliyah.
want. You could buy women all the gifts,
She doing
all
it,
the
and
cars,
I don't know where I put
all
it
the
at.
homes.
That was next.
You could buy women
Oh,
no
God.
matter what you want. It doesn't matter. Women are selfish, and no matter what you do for them, they're never going to be happy.
That's not true.
Once you understand that principle, you will be free from the
That's not
mindset
true.
of, as a man, I got to do all these things to make a woman love me. No. Women that typically have a hard time loving you are women that don't love themselves. You understand? Misery loves company. So if you get with women that are insecure, women that have low self-esteem, you are not going to be happy as a man because she's going to hold you down, because she don't want to see you move forward. This is where all relationships are today. Again, brothers, think about this. Some of the most successful men on this planet are married and they get divorced. Who is the one that initiate these divorces?
The women, we know.
Correct. Women. Men don't initiate divorce. Women do.
Yeah.
And think about this.
Why would
when
they?
women initiate divorce, right?
Mhm.
What does she become? A single mother. Now,
If
as a
she got
single
kids.
mother,
If
think
she
about
got
what she
kids.
has done to herself essentially. She put herself back on the marketplace with no value at all.
No
She have
value.
kids and age. All of
Oh.
that stuff works against her because no man is going to really take her under his wing at this point.
That's
This is
not
why when you
true.
look at Holly Berry, she have relationship after relationship after relationship, and she's not happy. No matter what man she get with, she's not happy. It's not that these men are not making these women happy. These women are inherently insecure. So when you get with a woman in today's culture, brothers, this is what you will face. No matter how you see it, brothers, this is what you will face in today's culture. So you're better off serving the Most High. I mean, you're supposed to serve the Most High regardless if you have a wife or not. But if you're a single brother and you're thinking about marrying a woman in today's culture, I'm warning you, you are treading on, territory that if you don't have the proper training, if you're not educated enough, you're gonna have nothing but problems. When a woman is insecure, she'll bring you nothing but misery. You won't be happy. You won't be at peace. Think about what's going to happen. And I already listed this in my video on monogamy versus polygyny. I highly recommend you brothers go check out the video I made on monogamy versus polygyny because it's very important that you actually check it out. In a polygynous union, not a polygynous union, in a monogamous relationship, right? You're going to have a sexless life, like automatically. If you're a brother and you think, if I marry a woman, I'm going to have sex on demand and I'm going to be sexually fulfilled by my woman all the time. It's not going to happen, brothers. Like, it's not going to happen. Again, we look at videos on relationships. We look at videos on these issues and we automatically assume that if we marry a woman, we're going to have access to all these different things. It's not going to happen that way. It's just not. So I need for brothers to understand that. Women that are sexually active with their man are typically women that understand their role. In order for a woman to be an active wife in all these different departments, whether it's domestic, cooking, cleaning, catering to you, having sex, encouraging you, in order for a woman to do all these different things, she has to, number one, be a woman who understands her role and purpose to you. If she don't respect you, she's not going to do none of these things.
What you doing, Tony?
If she don't love you. Again, brothers,
Why would
when a
I
woman
told you I
don't
looking for
respect
the
you,
thing when she
she
says
don't love you.
she
Don't
used the
listen to
e-pills.
nothing
She
a
put them
woman
in
say in regards to
in
love
her
when
back
she
butt.
don't respect
In her
you.
butt.
If she don't respect you
my
enough to do the
goodness.
things that
That's
she was
facts.
born to do, she don't love you. It's just that simple. There's no other way around it. There's no way to sugarcoat this. So in today's culture, would I recommend that the average single brother focus on building a relationship with a woman in today's culture? No, do not do it. If you are planning to go into any marriage with a woman in today's culture, you are making a terrible mistake. Because if you are not listening to my videos, if you are not getting the education on what you will face, you are making a terrible mistake. You are making a terrible mistake. because these women are not prepared for relationships. They don't even know what their role is. You understand? We are men. We were created in the image and likeness of God Almighty. We were not created to play games with women. Women want to assume the role of a man. They want to be men. They want to control you. So if you get into a marriage, you have to always understand that the average woman is not getting into that marriage because she wants you to be happy. She's getting into that marriage because she wants to control you. She wants to actually have you under her wraps. She don't want to see you progress. She don't want to see you fulfill any sort of success. Listen, brothers, a lot of you think that having a bunch of money is going to somehow make women happy and love you and all this. No. The most successful brothers on this earth have money, and yet the women they have want a divorce. Dr. Dre's wife, she want a divorce. All these different people's wives, all of them want divorces. Why? Because they're insecure. And once they reach a certain age, I'm gonna have to do a video on that, on how when certain women reach a certain age, all of a sudden now she changed on you. Typically, women throw in the towel around the ages of their late 30s, mid 40s.
And other women.
They have this middle age crisis when all of a sudden they start to reevaluate themselves and start to realize that for whatever reason, they're just not happy. And these are the things you're gonna face, brothers. Now, is it beneficial to be in a marriage in today's culture? Yes, there are benefits. I support relationships. I support marriages. I support polygyny, but we have to be real. Look at our women today. Look at the conditions that we are faced with, brothers. Look at the type of sisters that we have today. And it's not just black women, it's women of all ethnic groups. We are literally in a losing battle. Today's women in this culture are not really worthy of even being wives. It's that bad. I'm gonna soon start to make videos where if you have a wife, you shouldn't even take a second wife. You should just have nothing but concubines at this point. Literally. I'm gonna have to do some live streams on that because typically having a wife, right, it requires a lot of training. Women have to be trained to understand their role. And if you just get with the average woman and talking about, well, I want to make her my wife, would that woman come to the table with the understanding of what it means to be a wife? Is she really prepared to serve you? Is she really concerned about the goals you have as a man? Is she trying to fulfill the vision the Most High put in you? Are you prepared
the vision God put in me?
Are you prepared for the sleepless nights? Are you prepared for women that are not negotiating to understand and compromise in relationships to recognize where you are and where they are? A lot of times women, listen, brothers, I am warning you. Please listen to me. When it comes to relationships today, both the man and the woman need training to understand what they're getting involved in.
The man need training too.
Because if you are following the Most High, you're better off doing that. You're better off focus on the Most High and focus your energy on Him and leave women alone. Like, you shouldn't even be in a relationship. Don't talk about being single and you out there trying to get sex from women, because you're not single if you're doing that. So if you're a brother and you really want the advice on should you settle and get married to a woman or focus on the Most High and be single, if you're really serious, you should focus on the Most High. Because if you get with a woman today to marry her, these are the problems you're going to have to deal with. Are you willing to go through these problems? If you don't mind dealing with the problems, if you don't mind dealing with the arguments, if you don't mind dealing with the insecurities of women and all of their selfish ways, then get married. You're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. You're going to have horrible times. And eventually she's going to break up with you. So it is what it is. It's like there really is no way around this stuff. In order for you to have a long-term successful relationship, a woman has to be connected to the Heavenly Father. If she's not, she's going to leave you. She is.
Wow.
This have to be women that are connected to the Most High, not religious women, because there's a lot of women that are religious. They're religious. They know how to put on a good front. They know how to put on a good talk. But at the end of the day, they're not really following the Most High. They don't know the scriptures.
Yeah,
they know how to sing. hymns, they know how
That's
to sing
right.
and
That's
speak in
right.
tongues and do all of
And I
that
know it
religious
didn't
stuff.
say
But at the end of
take
the
care of
day,
no
when it
man.
comes to actually following the Bible,
We was bought
most
to
women
do
don't
it,
do
but
that.
that's not our job.
So if you were to
He
bring up
just said
topics
do
like
it.
polygyny, that's when you'll know automatically that this woman is insecure. Because a woman that's really focused on you as a man and the purpose the Most High put in you, she don't really care about no other woman. She's focusing on what she got to do for you.
Shit.
She's focusing on the investment and the time she put in with you. You
Shit.
got women that
Double
be in
shit.
relationships in today's culture that been with a guy 10, 15, 20,
Yep.
30
Yep.
years.
Yep.
And all of a sudden out of the blue, she'll
Mhm.
switch up talking about, well, I think I'm better off being single and
Yep.
I just want to be happy.
Yep.
Think about the mental illness that a woman must have to throw away all those years because she's selfish and want to be happy for herself, but she's not concerned with the whole family.
Like Boss Lady
This is what you're
said,
going to be
of
dealing
all
with as
people,
brothers.
Dr. Dre.
This is what you will be facing. So I need for the brother who asked that question to really think about exactly what you're doing and think about what you want as a man. If you want to settle down with a sister, she got to be the type of sister who follow the Most High. She got to be the kind of sister who understand the Bible word for word. If she don't follow the Bible, brothers, don't marry her. Listen, I will say this publicly, brothers. If a sister is not with the Most High and understand polygyny, her role as a wife, serving you as a man, raising children, if she don't understand those principles, if she don't understand that her role is not to defraud you in a relationship when it comes to cooking, cleaning, sexual contact, and all of those different elements, if she don't understand those roles, don't marry her at all. Leave her alone.
Ooh.
Because I'm telling you, brothers,
Leave me alone.
if you marry a woman and she don't understand her role and what she's supposed to do, and you invest your time, your resources, your life into a woman that brings you no return, you will never see the will of the Most High fulfilled in your life. She will drain you and make you grow old and die.
I do not agree.
And you will never be able to reach your true potential. Because her job was to hold you back. And that's what monogamy does. These women, brothers, are not programmed to be wives in this culture. They're in the matrix. I'm making this content because I'm trying to reach out in the matrix to wake them up.
Oh, okay.
So that we can reprogram and re-educate them so that they can be wives.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
But under normal circumstances, the average female today is not built to be in a relationship.
That's right.
She's
Thank you very
selfish
much.
by default.
Thank you very
She
much.
only wants things done her way. If it's not done her way, she's gonna leave. Why do you think brothers have to get game from dating coaches to try to see how they can get a woman? It's because it's a game. Women have mental issues when it comes to relationships, and they don't know how to coexist with a man. This is why you brothers find yourself having to jump through hoops just to make a woman even respond to you. You got to go to a dating coach to let him tell you how to talk to a woman in order to make her like you and how to get her in bed and how to do this. And why are you brothers going through all of this stuff? It's time for us brothers to take a stand and realize that as men, we got to focus on our gifts. We got to focus on what we do best as men and not allow women to occupy all of our time and resources and energy to the point where we are not able to fulfill what we were born to do. Because at the end of the day, marriage is literally a commitment. It's a business, and we understand that marriage is ordained of the Most High. Women of old understood marriage. Women of old were raised and groomed to be wives. Today's women were not raised to be wives. Think about it. You get with a woman, she expecting you to give her a ring. Think about all the single mothers that have children by different men. They still believe their market value is at the top. They still think that a man is supposed to break his back just to be with her, as if though his goal is to get with her to take care of her kids. That's not his goal. He wanted to get with her, but she will use her children as a leverage to get what she wants.
No, we didn't use our kids as a leverage.
Women don't realize that they have really no understanding when it comes to this dynamic called marriage. So as a brother, you got to educate yourself on what it means to be a husband. And you also have to educate women on how to be wives. That's why I make these videos. I don't make these videos because all these women are perfect and they're ready to be wives. I know these women are not ready to be wives. That's why I make content to educate and teach. Just like when you get a job, you need a training on how to do the job. You understand? So brothers, if your goal is to get married or serve the Most High, number one, you're supposed to be serving the Most High. Number two, if you're going to marry a woman in this culture, if she's not following the Most High, if she don't know her role and she's not planning on doing all of those different things, don't marry her. And make her understand straight up and down from the beginning. If you're not going to do these things, we're not going to be together. If you're not planning on doing these things and being committed to doing these things, don't talk to me about, oh, you know, why you talking to that woman and why you're doing this and why you're doing that. Listen, brothers, if you're with a woman who is not serving you, she's defrauding you, you have a sexless life, she's not cooking for you, she don't respect you, she don't encourage you, she don't do anything for you, brothers, you need another woman.
Yeah.
Because she don't care about you.
I agree.
This is why I teach on polygyny. Women get upset at this, but at the end of the day, are they catering to you? Are they serving you? Are they loving you? No, they're not. They're not doing none of these things, but they expect you to be this perfect, monogamous being under those abusive situations. Think about this, brothers.
I'm thinking.
Are you willing to subject yourself to that? Are you willing to put yourself in that type of environment? This is what today's marriage will bring you. It will be days of heaven,
my son
days of hell.
Gonna get a woman like his mama. He all fucked
Marriage
up.
is not gonna be perfect.
He all
no
messed
relationship
up.
is perfect. No matter who you are, you got the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm giving you, brothers, the real, uncut, raw truth. If you marry a woman today,
come on now, I gotta get ready
and
for my
she
next
is
show.
one who don't support or practice polygyny, you will have nothing but problems. I'm warning you. You will have nothing but problems. It'll be okay for a while. Eventually, you're gonna have nothing but problems. You understand? This is what you will face. You can mark my words on that. You will face that. Take that to the bank. This will happen. You understand? She won't respect you. In the beginning, she will. At times, she will. But deep down inside, she don't love you. It's just that simple. She might end up fooling around with other guys on the side. This is another thing you brothers are gonna be
bringing
facing.
home 35K.
You'll put your all into a woman, she'll betray you. And then later in the relationship, when you pretty much find some other lady or do whatever, oh, it's gonna be hell and hot waters for you. But when she do her thing and you forgive and you do all these things that the Bible say to do,
but he
for
usually
some reason,
cheat
all of a
first.
sudden
Hold up now.
in her mind, you don't deserve anything.
No,
because
wow.
it's not in her nature to
No.
do those things. The average woman needs training on how to be a good wife. Women don't come to the table with these traits, brothers. I'm warning you. I'm trying to help you. I know that you probably like, man, I don't know. Like, you serious, bro? I'm serious. The average woman in today's day is not prepared for marriage, brothers. She's not.
Okay.
The average brother is not prepared for marriage. You need training. You need to educate yourself. That's why I make these videos. You're supposed to listen to these videos and grow as brothers. Women are supposed to listen to these videos and grow. Look at what's going on in today's culture. People getting in relationships, out of relationships, in relationships, out of relationships. Everybody's having sex with everybody. Nobody's prepared for marriages, man. This is the hookup culture. People are just having sex and leaving each other broken. That's what's happening today. So that's all I'm gonna say for right now. I gotta head on out. I have a new work schedule that's gonna pretty much be changed up in this week. So my scheduling on how I make videos is gonna be a little different.
You got anything you gotta say, boss lady? Anything else?
This guy he wants everything his way.
But what I do like about him, he's not as disrespectful as the other ones. He just talk about it. The rest of them,
yeah, but he tried to make okay, men grew up and then all of a sudden women had to start catering to him. Okay, as he was growing up and all this, how did he make it this far without a woman catering to him?
All all of them is talking the same BS down to Alien because he's crossing over to that side, right?
Mhm.
Because I still watch his stuff. I still support my little man, but that's what's profitable. That they're the ones being brainwashed, trying to say we're brainwashed, but in all reality, y'all mofo's are brainwashed. Y'all mofos keep looking for something. That's why y'all making all these videos. Y'all need help. Y'all need to, just like y'all tell us to go to these mental places and get mental help. Y'all need the mental help. This makes no sense because he's one of many that makes the same videos. Like I said, why I like him because he does get on the men too. When he get on the men, he keep that same energy. But when he get on the women, it's the same energy. But the only reason why, like, because he doesn't be like disrespectful and calling women out names like the other one, calling the other one Shakisha or Shaquina or whatever the hell he said. They all think that shit is cute when they're sitting around just they all can say the same thing. You can believe what you want to believe, but it's how you say it.
But remember, the baby just had to eat them words because he was sitting up talking about, oh, that's exotic. And when that exotic girl opened up her mouth, what he do? Call the police and turn on his video camera.
Yeah, but he got that from 50 Cent too. I
Mhm.
like exotic woman. I mean, they all have something to say. That's why we know y'all the ones that need help. Y'all sit in barbershops to get help. Everywhere y'all go to get help. Like a woman, like even though a woman got girlfriends, a woman don't have to be under her friends all the time. A woman have to be under her friends here and there. A man must be under his friends all day, every day. Like I don't have to see my friends every single day. Like how many of your friends you see every day?
None.
Exactly. But men gotta see their friends every day, unless if they don't see each other, it's because they had to go out of town for something or they had something really to do that they couldn't make it. But rather than that, they're gonna find ways to be with their friends every day, even if it's to stand on the corner. I don't know where y'all live at, but where we live at, we got corners. Even if it's just to stand on the corner and talk about us. If going to barber shop and talk about us. Everywhere they go, they're talking about us. So you can't lead me to believe you are the head of anything. That everywhere you go, it goes off to a blown off conversation about women. I'm like, damn it, you poor men. We don't like it either. Shit. All the time, we not feeling good. It's not because nothing. Just because we women, we just don't feel good. Damn it. Shit. All right, but I'm gonna put on because she said she was doing right. She was doing ecstasy when she was dealing with Greedy. How long ago she was dealing with Greedy?
About what a month or so ago.
Yep, she was doing the ecstasy pills. All right, I'm gonna take this off and we're gonna go straight to that. All right, guys, I am so out of here. Stay tuned because I'm getting you out of here early today. I'm getting you guys out of here early. But try to watch me a movie, damn it. Where am I? Oh, all right.